And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to the law enforcement professionals, military professionals. Shout out to the medical field professionals. Shout out to whatever your job description is, the engineers. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on a beautiful Tuesday morning. I'm sure it's Tuesday. I hope it's Tuesday. And we are gathered here once again in the presence of the Most High to greet each other on a beautiful morning and give some thanks and fellowship. Yeah, it's not church, but we're going in like it's church. Big up to Donna Davis. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Andrea Shervis is here. Pussy Galore is in the building. Wayne Nathan is here. Little Red Gucci too. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for tuning in. Lady J, big up yourself. Rosalind Smichael, thank you for being here. Mervyn The Point, Jamaica Kurt is in the building. Kerrian Jones is here as well. Black Eagle, big up yourself. 5'6'3" all the way from England. Thank you for being here. Banches, Veronica Gale, Crystal G, Elaine Brown. Naturally Yours is in the building. Rasta Caribbean is in the building this morning. Cena Sexy is here. Faye Van Real is with us. Great goodies. Jazzy Lady, thank you for being a part of this platform. Jet Shelley is in the building. Life Through Erica TV, good morning. Naturally Yours, Andrea Shervis, Marilyn Grant, Miss Goldie Robinson, big up yourself. And here we go. 5'6'3" says, sad times for me today due to a family member on my daughter's side was murdered by her son yesterday in Cockburn Pen. That's how we starting the day out. Damn. 5'6'3" in Cockburn Pen. Are you in Jamaica right now or you're in the UK? Are you in the UK? You know, I was just going to tell you there was a double murder in Jamaica yesterday, but this is two men. So the one you're talking about hits close home to you, but that's a different situation as well. You're in the UK? On your daughter's side. I don't know what to say. All I can say is condolences. The condolences are so blah though. You know, like you know a condolence ain't really gonna do nothing. It can't do anything. But you send out your condolences anyways, because it's such a helpless thing to say. Because that's all we can say is condolences. Let me try to see if I can fix my stuff a little bit better. It's all my condolences, friend. I don't know what else to say. Why? You know, that's why I wake up every day and say give thanks, because why? When you think you have it bad, somebody else have it worse. When you think you're going through bad, somebody else going through hell a lot worse. You know, life is just like that. And then you have your days when you are the person who's going through worse, looking at others going through something but not as bad as what you're going through, kind of thing. We all have our moments in life, and this is life, right? My daughter dad lives in Jamaica, and he called to let us know what took place. Was her son mentally ill or something? Was he mentally ill? That, you know, that's a commonplace thing in Jamaica. And not to speak bad about Jamaica, it happens everywhere. But I'm saying, off the couple of weeks ago, if you check back Jamaica news, there were a couple of stories, well, of brother killing brother, and you know, family members killing each other, like close relatives. Mother and son, though, I'm thinking that son might have had some mental issues. That's like the last person you think of harming, no matter what. Like, when I look at my mom, I think that woman can be as wrong as I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say something, a term we use in the military, in the infantry. A woman, she can be as wrong as two boys at the altar on Sunday morning for right before service, blah blah blah. You know, so some derogatory stuff. I won't go there. My mom could be as wrong as ever, and I would prefer to just stay away from her. You know, I'll never think of harming her. So anytime you see somebody harm their mom, and in our culture, your mom, especially if you have a good mother, your mom is highly revered. You know, some people will hurt you just for saying stuff like "suck your mother" or something like that. My mother, that you tell me about my good mother, it's like considered a death call disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So when you see somebody harm their mom to the point where they kill her, usually it have to do with some mental issues going on. I don't know what the case is. I'm just sending out my condolences. That's all I can do from here, right? Lil Red Gucci 2, happy birthday to you. We gotta sing happy birthday to Lil Red Gucci 2. Let me get ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lil Red Gucci 2. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more healthy, happy, blessed ones. All right. Have a wonderful day. And I don't say turn up, but just have a wonderful day. Surrounded by love, hopefully. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. We have a couple of topics this morning, rolling right through them. Who else is celebrating birthday today? Everybody is saying happy birthday to Lil Gucci too. All right. Happy birthday, Rosalind Michael Purple Royal, Sis Afia, Banches. They're all saying happy birthday, Andrea Shervis. Happy birthday, Lil Red Gucci 2, Purple Royal, Rosalind Michael. Send out the happy birthdays. It's a family member. Every time it's your birthday, just come on in and say it's your birthday so we know it's your birthday. And then we can acknowledge you on your birthday. Prince, the artist Prince, who is now passed away, Prince said, you know, Purple Rain Prince. Prince said he doesn't celebrate birthdays because he doesn't feel birthdays make him feel like he's getting old. Watching people celebrate birthday kind of forces you to look at time. And he says time is an illusion. So every time you celebrate, that's when you start celebrating too many of them pass. Now you start saying, oh, I'm old. Oh, I'm getting old. And then your mind says, I'm getting old. So your body starts to follow your mind. You're getting old. All right. It's another birthday. Remember when we used to be proud to celebrate our birthdays, happy to say how old we were, looking forward to the next birthday, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, so on and so forth. When you reach certain age, it's like, well, it's another birthday. It's another birthday. Damn, I've been here a long time. How did I get here? But it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Yeah. I look at, like I told y'all before, somebody said, yo, your beard should be grayed by now because I know you since junior high school and elementary school. So we around the same age. And how come you don't have no grays? And I'm telling you, I don't have none yet. I think I saw one poke out the other day, but that's it. But when I get them, I'm going to rock them with pride because I heard a brother give a speech and the brother was talking about how he would dye his beard. Now, one thing about your facial hair, it grows different from all the other hair on your body. Like any man who is out there dyeing his beard, he will tell you that it's a daily struggle because in 24 hours, you have what's called a 5 o'clock shadow. And the 5 o'clock shadow comes out like pretty much every 5 o'clock, every 24 hours. So you dye it today, by tomorrow, them grays are showing again. So if you're trying to hide those grays because you're getting older and your beard is getting gray up, it's going to be a hell of a struggle trying to hide them. You either shave it all the way off or you let it grow out and you embrace your gray and be proud of your gray. I heard a brother say he went through that struggle where he was fighting, trying to hide the grays. And then one day it just dawned on him. He said, those grays represent God's mercies on you. You've been here a long time, brother. You've been here a long time and you've lived a prosperous life. You know, compare your life to people who are doing really bad. You're living a good life and you've lived a good life. You've overcome a lot. He's brought you through it. And here you are, and that's what those grays represent. Stop cutting them off. Stop shaving them and hiding them. Stop dyeing them. There's nothing wrong if you say and you want to go out and I'm gonna dye my beard. Just like how a woman change her hair or braid her real hair back and put a wig on because she's looking for a different look today. Nothing wrong with that. But if you genuinely feel like I'm hiding these because damn, I'm getting old, I don't want anybody to know, or it makes me look so old, kind of thing, that's too much anxieties. You could rest the worries. You could rest the worries. Look at them in a different way. Look at them like God has preserved you this far. You're truly blessed to have made it this far. A lot didn't make it this far. You have family members and friends who didn't make it this far, who are around your age group. So that's how I'm gonna be looking at my grades. So when the see me start gray up, just know say silver fox is coming through. Seeing? And I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not getting up every day to go dye no hair, upon no face, or nothing like that. So you're gonna have to just accept me with my gray. It's a honor to wear it, kind of thing. That's the goal. That's ain't that life goal. Life goal is to get to be here for a while, and to be here for a while healthy and happy. That's the goal. Everybody is striving for long life and happiness with the long life. What more could you ask for? After that, everything else is extra. Live long and be happy. Wow. That's icing and on the cake. That's the whole cake. That's the cherry on top of the pie. That's everything right there. Everything else is extra. So yes, happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday. Have a wonderful birthday, and I wish you many, many more happy, healthy, joyful ones. 563 says, just to say, SouFlo, mothers who migrate abroad, just be mindful when leaving your children behind because they secretly hold grudges. That's a deep topic. That's a deep topic. I was a barrel kid for a while. You know, my parents were gone. Both parents were gone, migrated before I did, and went to get things right before they could send for the children, kind of thing. So I relate perfectly to that. I'm putting my glasses on, man, because I don't want these lights burning up my eyes. You know, my eyes feel good. I want to keep it that way. So see that before the ox. Nothing wrong with my eye. Them, my eye them good. But I just feel like putting the glasses on because it shields these bright lights in here. All right, work with me. All right, yeah. Shout out to them kids who are being raised by others. There's so much that comes with that. So much. You know, when you leave your children to go. I've seen all kinds of stuff happen. I've seen parents that left their children with the plan to now go America, see what I can do, put something together, send for my children them as soon as possible, get myself straight, all this. And I've seen a lot of them come to America or go to other places, England, Canada, and they buck up a lifestyle that they're like, yo, this is exciting. Well, leave the kids them where they're at for now, and they let the years drag on and drag on and drag on. And them poor kids start seeing, especially the ones who could travel, they start seeing the parents once every 2 years or once a year. And they send barrel and they send money, but that's not enough. You know, it's not enough. The children actually want their parents. Children, especially small children, they really don't understand material things. They understand more. You'll never hear a small child say, I want a pair of Gucci sneakers, or I want a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes, or a Louis Vuitton book bag. Small children, that's why when they go to the store, they'll probably pick out shoes that have their favorite characters on it, that kind of stuff, because that's joy to them. It's not the material things you provide. So when these children are left behind, they do form some kind of resentment, especially if you take way too long to go get them. And especially if you leave them in a situation where they are living less than what it looks like you're living like. You know, everybody brag nowadays and put up pictures on social media that looks like bragging. Sometimes it's just people showing where I'm at right now, how I'm living, but people read into these things. I can't imagine being a child left in the Caribbean, per se, and my parents are in the US, and every time I look at their social media profile, them I live some nice fancy life, and I'm back there hurting and suffering without them, kind of thing. So yeah, children do form that kind of resentment over time. Over time, if you take too long to go get them, they're your kids. Go get them. Hmm. Kaz Robinson says, sorry for your loss. It was on Jamaica news this morning. My mother left at 3 years old with my grandparents and came back when I was 15. Damn. Left at 3 and came back when you were 15, Dorothy T. My math's not too good. I left school a long time ago. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jesus. That's a decade and 2 years. 12 years. Damn. How did you feel towards her? Country Girl says, 5Field63. It's funny you should say that. I am writing a book with the title Migrating Mothers and the Children Left Behind. Ooh. Ooh. That book sounds interesting. I would have so much to put in that book. I need you all to buy a copy when it comes out. It will be filled with eye-opening. Country Girl says she needs us to buy a copy when it comes out. Country Girl, drop the book. Drop the book and drop the link to the book when it comes out. I promise we'll support it. That's right up my alley. I have so much to say in that field. That's not what I came planned for you with this morning. We actually have topics to go through, but we start where we start. I don't know how this thing go already, right? Plus we have 3 hours or 2.5 hours, so that's a long time. Let's wear it out. Marilyn Grant says, I rock my grayness with pride, but my sister's always dies, always dies hers. Your sister is not ready to embrace. She's not ready to be there. Some people be like 45 years old, be trying to act like they're 25, right? And it's cool to have a younger mindset, but not all the way to where you're trying to alter your physical appearance. And they go through drastic measures to do it too. Some people bleach their skin out severely and then put on a whole lot of extra makeup and do all kinds of other stuff. You know, I don't know, man. It's your life to live how you want to live. But I just think there's some beauty to embracing who you are, where you're at now in life, kind of thing. You're only going to be here one time. Like this, where you are now, this will be gone. Like today will be gone in a few hours, kind of thing. This year will be over soon in 2 months. You will never do another 2023 as long as you live, kind of thing. So however many years you are this year, you will never be that 41, 42, 30, 35, 20, 90. You will never be that again. So embrace yourself at every step of life. Every year is different. I promise you. I keep saying this. Every time I look at myself, I'm like, yo, I need to get back in the gym. I need to work out. I need to start eating this way, doing that. And at that moment, I'm thinking, you look bad, bro. You look bad. You look like, you're let go yourself. You're letting yourself go. Come on, get back in there. And then like a year later, you know how your phone nowadays just updates you and gives you memories. And the phone is like 2019, 2022, blast from the past, something. My phone does it. And I click on it. And it's what I was doing around that day. Everybody's device probably does that now. And you look back at yourself a year ago, 2 years ago, and you're like, damn, I was looking good. And you were stressing the hell out of yourself back then, thinking, well, I needed to look better, kind of thing. So embrace yourself every step of the way, man. That's life. Life's a journey. Life, there's so much out here to keep us like anxiety filled, so much distractions and then so much anxiety. And that's why you have to just like breathe. Just breathe. Breathe deep. Enjoy the day, kind of thing. I don't know why I feel like I'm losing my voice, but I am. Country Girl says, anyone who would like to add to my book, I will make a chapter for my SouFLo family. Drink some water. That's what I'm working with, water this morning, just water. Banches says, my father left when I was 5, came back at 15, and it definitely put a damper in that father-son bond. I was fortunate to have a great mother. Can't be leaving your kids for all them years. I understand some people, we don't come from gold spoon, so we understand some people run off. Some people get the opportunity, made it to Canada, and it was supposed to be a work visa or it was supposed to be a visiting visa. They were supposed to be there for only a short period of time, and they did what a lot of others did. they're like, I'm not going back because I won't get a chance to come back again. I'm looking for a better life, and then I'm going to send for my kids. And then things don't work out the way they think it was going to work out, and they end up being there. There are people who their kids, their relatives pass away, they can't go to the funeral, those kind of stuff. Those things are rough. So people get caught up in situations as well, and things don't plan out the way you plan it out. But I just couldn't see myself leaving my children for like 10 years, 15 years. I would just have to say frigate and just go back home. Live through Erica TV says, I don't get it myself. For me, it takes too much work, too much time wasted when you got to take it off. OMG. Oh, you talking about all the additions to make. I mean, people can do what they want to do. Marilyn Grant. When my parents migrated to the UK, my 2 brothers and 2 sisters all came over on one passport. Mommy didn't want to leave no one behind. And that's the British thing that existed back then. That privilege right there, that wasn't available to people traveling to Canada and the US and all these other places. That was a different time, because that's not even something that happens anymore. The whole family can go England on one passport now. Right now we even need a visa to go to the UK. So it's a whole different time we're living in. Live to Erica TV. I don't get it myself. Okay. Virtuous Fire says, I just keep my hair red. As it grows out, I'm bleaching my roots. Bleaching your roots. Words are powerful. Bleaching your roots. Think about that. Bleaching your roots. I'm not telling anybody how to live. Do you think? Do you think? Bleaching your roots. 5Field63. I'm in my 50s, but only had a few strands of gray, and I love it. I loved it. I'm currently blonde now, but it's not because of the gray strands. Oh, you just wanted to try blonde? Donna Davis says, I dyed my hair too. Live to Erica TV says, life is too short and tomorrow was promised to no one. Can't waste all my time putting on makeup and then taking it back off. False eyelashes like I wasn't born, like I wasn't born with them. Kaz Robinson says, SouFlo, stress brings gray hair. So you're living your best life. I don't know about all that. Stress bring gray hair. If that's the case, I should be completely gray. Cause me have a whole heap of stress. I guess I balance the stress though. Like I tell myself I'm built for this. So I just work with it. I take stuff seriously, but I don't take anything to heart. So watch me up here talk. I'm giving advice like my advice can't stop gray hair, and by tomorrow, watch me gray up. Then everybody's gonna be like, I guess you're stressed out. No, because last year you never looked like this. Few months ago, no, you're full of gray hair, man. I want to go on. It's just life. It's just life. I think scientifically, gray actually comes from as you age. Oxygen. The body loses the ability to pull in, hold, and distribute oxygen. That's why you'll find like an older man who didn't really take care of himself. Oxygen is not getting to certain areas, poor blood, which results in poor blood flow. Restricted blood flow results in what? Teeth stop work, all other kinds of things stop happening. Freezing fingertips, cold, ears cold, all the endings cold, lips cold, everything cold, stuff like that. Nothing warm again. So it's just getting old. And then when that happens to the head, that they said that's when gray hairs start showing up. And let me tell y'all something morbid that you might not want to hear this morning, but listen to it. You are, from the moment you're born until the moment you pass away, you're getting ready to die. From the moment you're born to the moment you pass away, somebody is just like, oh, I'm out of here. Bye, SouFlo. See you tomorrow. I don't want to hear that conversation there. You're getting ready to die. Straight up. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if we should use the word die or we should use the word transcend. Because die sounds so, oh my God, I'm going to die. More anxieties. I thought you were gonna, help us with the anxiety. Give me more anxiety. But from the moment you were born until the moment you pass away, you are getting ready to die. Your body is getting ready to die. It's aging. It's losing. You know how you, from birth to adulthood, just think about all the processes you go through, right? Once a man, twice a child, if you live long enough, that kind of thing. Karen Notice says, I'm great completely and I love it. That's what's up. Life Through Erica TV says, young people these days have gray hair. I met a young man with gray hair at 18 years old. What was his issue? And that's true. That's true. So gray hair doesn't normally tell age, really, because young people now have gray hair a lot more than I've seen in the past. Gray hair used to be associated with older people, right? And the more gray you have is the older they would assume that you are, but not anymore. Young people out there have gray hair to them. I grew up early. But let's look at the other side of that. A lot of stuff that used to affect only old people affects young people now. And I'm talking about all the ailments straight across the board are affecting young people right now as well. And it didn't affect them before. So something else is going on that we might have to look deeper into, if you know what I mean. King Big seems like ganja is the answer for a lot of things. King Biggs, big up yourself. Virtuous Fire says, I color my hair because the sun changes my color, and I found that out the hard way. Really? Are you one of those people that say, don't stay in the sun too long, it will make you black? Is you one of those people? I used to hear black people tell their kids that. Come out of the sun. Don't stay in the sun too long. Me don't want the sun burn you up. You're going to get too black. Oh, God. And funny thing is, purposely, when summertime comes around, I normally go into the sun trying to get darker. Because I like how I look when I get darker. That's just me. Some people stay in the house, rub on bleaching cream, they try to get lighter. I actually like how I look when I get darker. Life Through Erica TV says, that I know, but I didn't know. All these things started happening as you get older because it seems like I'm having some symptoms. Oi, what we have this morning? Old people meeting. My hair is red only because I love colored hair. I love colors. King Big says, at Country Girl, ganja has a lot of healing properties, not just to smoke and be frost. You know what's funny, King Bigs? This is what I have on the list this morning. It's a good segue right into it. So Beachy Stout trial is going on, and they're back in court, and his attorneys are having a field day. How did you know this, SouFLo, that they were going to do this? Remember I said it? I said Beachy Stout's lawyers are going to have a freaking field day in court after hearing those two testimonies from the first guy and second guy, especially from the second person. They're having a field day, all right, and we have a lot to go through, right? So we're going to talk about that. Airbnb lockout hits Jamaica. Damn, SouFLo, how you know so them thing are going to happen? I said it before, right? Okay, here we are. Airbnb lockout actually hits Jamaica. First incident has went down already. The courts have passed a ruling, and we're going to get into that ruling. Right. Who's that? Sis Afire says, I love it when the sun activates my melanin. Don't it? You feel like it actually feels like you're being powered up, like a battery getting charged up kind of thing. I actually feel that way. Now, the next one is Grange says that the government's going to be working to ensure that the Rastafarian community benefits from the cannabis industry in Jamaica. We're going to have a conversation about that. So ganja was on the menu this morning. I actually said ganja to the rescue. That's what I put right here. Ganja to the rescue. Can ganja save Jamaica, pay off all its debts, and generate income and create jobs and career fields for many? That's one of the things on the table this morning. Jamaica Star. In the Jamaica Star, 160 CLA licenses were issued this year. Who were they issued to? The CLA license are the cannabis licenses that are being issued in Jamaica. Who are they being issued to? How many of them were issued to Rastafarians? How many were issued to local farmers, local born and raised Jamaican people? Because I see a video and I see the guy saying he pointed to a farm, whole heap of land space. And he says, "This is my marijuana farm, this is my ganja farm, and my ganja is grown locally, and I have local people working on my farm." And I thought, damn, that was cool, except for he wasn't Jamaican. Yeah. So I've been told, this guy that I saw, he was of the Indian looking persuasion. He was not Jamaican though. He didn't have a Jamaican accent. He just was not Jamaican, period. I forgot where he came from. So it dawned on me that these CLA licenses are going out. 160 has been distributed. All these dispensaries are now starting to pop up all around the island in Jamaica. So, tourists fly in, tourists can travel here, there, and here and get their good ganja from these dispensaries. How many of them are being owned by Jamaicans, and how easy it is for a Jamaican to own one? What's the path to owning one? Is there, because I've been told that it's not easy for a Jamaican to own one. There are a whole lot of red tapes to cut through, and they preferably are giving these licenses to foreigners. So foreign investors are flying in and are benefiting from the good ganja in Jamaica. And then, that money doesn't stay in Jamaica. That money goes outside of Jamaica once it's made. So I want to hear how Minister Grange says that she's going to be ensuring that the Rastafarian community benefits from the good ganja. It's funny because Rastas have been around for a long time in our culture. My whole life they've been there. My band comes to Rasta, preaching their Rasta philosophy, right? Health and wealth. Health is wealth and strength, and the good properties of ganja, the medicinal purposes of ganja, and all these things, right? Right. So I remember one elder Ras told me years ago, him say ganja go legal one day in Jamaica, But when it legal, I know we are gonna benefit from it. You see, them can't find a way to benefit from it right now. So that's why it's not legal yet. And that was long ago, before all this. Me a big man. So this is before all this hoopla about medical marijuana and the boom that's going on now. People planting ganja in Canada and other places and then exporting, importing. Way before that, him said ganja go legal in Jamaica one day. But them can't legalize it yet because them not find a way yet to capitalize on it yet. But once them find a way, watch and see. And we're in that time now. They've found a way. And it seems like the locals are not capitalizing on it. Everybody else is benefiting from it. I think that's so unfair though, because Jamaican culture itself, including reggae music, Peter Tosh, a revolutionary for ganja and for the medicinal purposes of ganja. Anybody who's into ganja like on a global level, them should at least a big up a Peter Touch. Legalize it. And make we advertise it. What? Peter Tosh. But not just Peter Tosh, a lot of others as well. But Peter Tosh stands out. See, Bob Marley himself was a starch advocate for the medicinal purposes of the herb. So if anything, Jamaicans should be benefiting from it on a local level. Not true? I think the good question is, can it save Jamaica? Can ganja save Jamaica? Once I do my medical, I get my medical for CDL. Virtuous Fire says, in Colorado, you should Google who own a lot of those grow farms. King Biggs says, Live Through Erica TV says, don't you think Jamaicans should have gotten first privileges in order to invest in their own country? Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I am saying. It's funny to watch Andrew Holness talk, and he talks about how it's booming and Jamaica's economy is growing and all this other stuff, and business is booming. But look at who are the major players and who stand to gain the most from this booming that he's talking about. It's not regular Jamaicans. It's not even Jamaicans in a lot of cases. Right. Ganja is being imported into Jamaica. Yes, absolutely. And Jamaica has the capability of growing everything. Very fertile soil. Jamaica is actually known as a hydroponic island, meaning water is underneath and surrounding. So the roots of our plants go down into the earth, right? That earth is saturated in water, but also heat, sunshine, vitamin D from above, almost all year round, makes it a naturally hydroponic island. So you have hydro that they grow in a lab versus hydro that's grown through the earth. And people will tell you some boom stuff their yard. Yeah. So I don't understand it, but yeah, just like how we import chicken back. So people still don't understand the significance of that, my friend. Is it 25 million US dollars worth of chicken back imported? That's just chicken back. That's just chicken back. Just Google chicken back imported into Jamaica and you will see it. The articles will pull up. The confirmation from the Jamaica government themselves will pull up. Millions of US dollars worth of chicken back. The Jamaican chickens are backless. So we can't get chicken back in Jamaica. We have to import chicken back. And they said other parts come in too, like chicken neck and foot, the less savory parts of the chicken. That, they keep a little, like in the US, to cater to like the Caribbean community or who uses it, but they have a surplus. So they just import that to Jamaica and Jamaica buy it. Chicken foot, chicken back. So your chicken foot in your chicken soup in Jamaica might come from the US. Your chicken neck, your chicken back, your chicken foot, all them things that might be coming from other places around the world, not Jamaica. Yeah, eat some foreign chicken. Yes, Karen noticed Jamaica grows chicken and lots of it and can grow a lot more. But what is happening is they are undercutting their own farmers to bring in stuff from overseas. And that's where the problem lies, right? Country Girl says, SouFlo, don't you see Jamaica is starting to import everything, even the stuff we used to grow? It's not just the government. These young people don't want their hands to get dirty. Good one. Let me jump on that one real quick. Just like how we're talking about the ganja. Said it before, I'll say it again. If you ask, the thing is, each generation gets wiser, right? Each generation also gets more rebellious to certain things. If you look back a few generations back, they would say, oh boy, they were docile because them used to just take anything them get told and run with it. New generation is doing the mathematics, and we're living in a different time. We're living in a time now where computers are taking over more than anything else. So, for instance, somebody can actually stay in Jamaica and live a way better life than you because they work online. Whereas that opportunity wasn't there before. If you weren't in foreign to work the foreign job, you couldn't get that foreign money. But now the world has closed in because of the internet. We can work from Jamaica and make a better living than some people who live in, say, these first world countries or whatever. With that said, what the younger generation is seeing is a whole bunch of other people like themselves coming up, getting things, enjoying the spoils of life, living good life, and they are not willing to work for cheap. In other words, a lot of them not willing to work for wages that they cannot live by, wages that cannot pay my bills. What's the sense of working 40 hours a week? 40 hours a week. There's only so many hours in a week. Some people work 80 hours out of the week. Where do you sleep? And then your income can barely put food on the table. It's like scratching and begging to survive kind of thing. They're not in it. So with that said, no one is proud to say, oh, I'm a farmer, because nothing are really in a farming. Our export industry is not booming and money is not being made like that. You see, if money was being made, I guarantee you a whole lot more of them youth here would be farmers. If we were exporting to the level where the youth them can broth and show off with them little money where them get it, can actually buy something, a car at least, a decent vehicle, something, they would be farming too. But it's not. It's not. Our government is undercutting the farmers. They are importing more than they're exporting, and there isn't much left in there for our farmers. So ain't much money in it, right? And it's not that they don't want to get them hands dirty, it's that there isn't anything in it. When you work hard and you produce something, you produce this, right? And this is going for $10. And you can say, okay, if I sell 10 of these, I make $100. And the government comes and says, well, we have the same thing over here, but we can get these from way over so and import them into the country and sell these for $2. Your lifestyle depends on you selling this for $10. They came in and started selling the same thing for $2. Nobody wants to buy yours anymore. Even if you drop down to $2 to match theirs, people are going to say, well, for them better anyway, because foreign it come from. So now you're going to have to go like 150 in order for yours to actually even sell. And even then, because of how it's packaged and delivered and all this, spray up and look nice, I prefer them one yeah still better. So no matter how low you're going to, and you're swept out of the market. The youth them see what are going. That's a long story short, right? The youth them see what is going on, and that's the problem. The problem is ain't nothing in it for them. That's the truth. That's the truth. Missy Bram Bram says, but it's inferior quality. They don't care. They don't care. I saw a fisherman balling the other day. The fisherman said, boy, them a import fish now. And the people them a go to the supermarket to buy them fish. So when we out here, we go catch the fresh fish and bring it in. And we scale the fish for you right on the spot, got the fish, clean them up. We still can't match the price of the fish that's being sold in the supermarkets now. So even the fish, right? I look at that comment section and the amount of Jamaicans that were in the comment section that were saying stuff like, a good for yeah. Now uno on the dead fish can F off and go back out to sea. We dash it back into the sea. We don't want it because you're too rude. You're too disrespectful. Me tell you something, I want this and you give me that. That all kind of something they're saying. In other words, what I got from that is the people want what is imported. Them claim say the Jamaicans have too much attitude when you come spend your money with them. When I think the truth of the matter is them just want you lick them foot, because that's how Jamaican people are. They want you to lick off them foot bottom when time them give you $1. If they bring $1 to your business, then you must kiss them ass all the time and lick them foot and bow down to them because them spend them $1. They should be as rude to you as possible, and you shouldn't have anything to say, right? I know some of the people them need some training because they are rude too. And they do act like you're not spending your money with them. Or like you're obligated to spend your money with them. But the truth of the matter is, when other people treat us the same way, we don't say nothing about it. We still go spend our money over there, right? Karen says, I don't understand why Jamaicans aren't getting trained for stuff when they have so much people who need work. They are getting trained. It's not the training is the problem. Is the work is the problem. Where is it? I think Jamaica needs factories and commercial farms. That's me. I think Jamaica needs to be turned into a producing country, not a importing country. If I was to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that would be my vision for Jamaica. Jamaica would become a producing country, not a importing country. And anybody who wishes to import their goods into Jamaica would have to have equal amount of my goods imported into their country, right? These kind of things need to be put in place, but it's not. Jamaica needs to be manufacturing. not just on a commercial level for farming. I'm tired of going to the food store here and the banana them come from Mexico and Argentina and the coconut come from here and there. I'm looking for a piece of yam will come from Jamaica. It come from Cuba. It come from Yassa. It come from Dessa. Jamaica could tap into that market too. We need more farms, but we need an incentive to farm. Nobody wants to farm for pennies. Farming is hard work. So if you make it so that it actually pays, people will do it. And then, needless to say, we would create a job force. That's a career field. Farming is a career field. We create a job force where people wake up in the morning to go to work on these commercial farms, knowing that all these that they're producing are going to be shipped around the world. Them yamia, them are go England, The banana, them are go Miami, or they're going to America. These cocoa dasheen breadfruit, them are go Canada, so on and so forth. Our money is coming in a way that everybody can see it's evenly distributed and people can eat, not just barely make a living kind of thing. Not only that, when I say Jamaica needs to be manufacturing, producing, I'm talking about with technology as well, not just farming and ganja farm and food farm. I'm talking about technology as well. You know what's sad? Jamaica has some of the brightest minds in the world. I'll never forget when we were going through the lockdown, how quickly a team of UE students, university students, came up with. Remember, there was a shortage for the what is something called? What is it called again? Help me out. There's a shortage. Crowd participation, please. There was a shortage for the ventilators. All right, me help myself. Nobody know help me. There was a shortage of ventilators, and I remember them coming up with their own ventilators, a whole system that works, and they put it together so polished, and them show it on the TV in Jamaica, and they hailed them as great minds. And I said to myself, look at this. It's not going anywhere but right there. So who is going to say, wow, we have a factory in Jamaica that creates ventilators? That stuff we went through the other day, pandemic, COVID, something, that could happen again. It could happen again on a worse level. And we'll be right back at square one again, begging people for ventilators, being short of ventilators. Our citizens are panicking because our health minister is telling us that, well, I tell you what, we're going to have to prioritize who gets one of these ventilators. So if you are little Mr. Nobody from Rona Zinc Fence Lane and you come into the hospital the same time that Mr. Uptown in the mansion comes into the hospital, who you think first is going to get the ventilator? Remember, they said that to us, Who you think first is going to get the ventilator? I'm just telling you the truth. I think it was Crawford that told us that, and he wasn't trying to be in any way disrespectful or anything. He was just telling us how this stuff works. So why should we come to that when we can create those things? Ventilators should be created and distributed. Every facility in Jamaica should have a ventilator, at least one or a couple. Every one of them, if we can make them ourselves. But no, we sit around like this and we cry and we wait for ventilators to be available from overseas so we can source a whole lot of money to go pay them to get their ventilators. Come on now, Jamaica can do way better than that. Like I said though, the vision for Jamaica has to be by somebody who actually can carry out the vision or wants to stick it, put their foot on the ground and say, this has to happen. I don't see that happening. Until that time, we'll just have what we have. We'll continue to import more than we export. We'll continue to chicken back 25 million US dollars worth of chicken back. That's a big old joke for me. That's a big joke. And I come from a farming community, so it's a big joke for me. Country Girl says, so true. I remember my A lawyer saying this Jamaica client, if Jamaicans put their minds to it, they would rule the world because their mind worked differently. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't, but I think somebody wants us to think that we're dunce and then fully dunce and all the bright ones left and there are no more bright ones in the country kind of thing. Andrew ain't the one, man. Andrew is not the one. He's not. King Big says we would reduce our carbon footprint by going solar. Look at our sun. Soninka lights. Yo, big up yourself, man. Big up King Biggs. I gotta put Soninka information in as soon as this live is done, and I'll pin it. Soninka. So solar lighting. They had a printout that showed how much Jamaica actually spends, the government spends annually. I know this ain't gonna be good because remember when Time Vibes Cartel did step on the JPS tour, and I said to myself, they're coming for him. They're coming for him. This is where we start having to talk about, do you really want to use your platform to say certain things? The man that lives in a big mansion and he takes the yacht out and goes sailing, and children go to the finest schools, and he travels only in luxury and all this, and his lifestyle is funded through certain things that you talk about stopping, please understand that you will become a victim, or you will become hunted if you keep on blah 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 and too much, right? It's just common sense. That's the way the world works. Eliminate any threat to my business so my business can thrive. Simple mathematics. So, with that said, solar lighting, solar lighting. JPS controls Jamaica's power grid. There is no competition for them. When one person controls everything, you know, they say absolute power breeds what? Okay. So I can tell you that your light bill is $500,000 and $1 million and 400,000 and 350,000, and you can't say anything. The only thing you can do is pay the bill, or I cut the lights, right? Yeah, that part. But solar lighting, I remember the bill came out for how much the government pays to light schools, just schools. And it was an astronomical number. I don't remember the number, I don't want to lie. And a lot of us were saying, damn, it's time. Why aren't all these schools on solar powering? Jamaica needs to start doing different when it comes to the power grid. But who doesn't want to hear that? If I'm selling eggs and you trying to tell everybody how not to eat eggs and how it's going to affect my business, right? I have to go look something else to sell, or I can look to get a big loss. The lighting that Soninka has, though, it's not for your whole house, but it can light your whole yard. It can light walkways. It can light the street corner in your community. These are some powerful commercial grade lights, and you put them up, and they put them up on light poles, and it lights a whole big section, and you can control it from the ground by a remote control. I will put Soninka information up at the end of this. Pin it as the first comment. So those of you who are there, and in Jamaica, they have people who are on the ground. So while saying that, thank you, King Biggs. I was speaking to them yesterday, Soninka, with the solar lighting. And they said, SouFlo, please remember to please tell the audience, those who plan on getting any orders from us, to do so early before the rush. The holiday is coming up. We don't know how Jamaica stay already when it comes to Christmas time, right? Everybody's sending home barrels and suitcase and traveling, booking flights to go back and forth, all these things. So it gets busy, and you don't want your orders to be late. So put your order in right now so your stuff won't be jammed up with all the holiday rush that's going on. And they have people on the ground in Jamaica who will come through and set it up for you and instruct you on how it's done and all this other stuff. See? So look out for the number for Soninka Solar Lighting, and I'll be putting it up soon. Banches, I follow a guy in Jamaica who successfully light up his whole house with solar. And it's not cheap. It's expensive. It's expensive. That's one of the things too why people are saying, boy, I prefer just go and pay the JPS light bill, because the solar thing here, it's expensive. All right. I prefer wild caught fish over farmed fish any way. All these imported stuff is killing us because they put all kind of stuff in it. Well, that's the plan. That's the plan. The plan is for everybody to have the same things. For everybody to have the same wink things. Yeah, all across the board. Some people never used to have stuff. Jamaica never used to have stuff. I was surprised. Like, I remember specifically going to Jamaica for Shakira's grandfather's funeral, and at that time, we were moving around the island, and my eyes kept, you know, when you see something and then you can't stop seeing it? It's like seeing a weird new car that just came out for the first time. And you're like, oh, there goes one. And then after that, it's like your eyes just can't stop seeing them. Anywhere they're at, red, yellow, green, you see them. Same thing. My eyes caught a man sitting in a wheelchair with both his legs missing. And on this particular trip, stuck in the back of my mind, after that, it's like everywhere I went, my mind is like, there's another one. Oh shit, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. So when I came back from that trip, I started doing some research. I said, what is happening in Jamaica where so many people are having amputations? I started finding out that diabetes in Jamaica has gone to an all-time high. And amputations are more regular now than ever before. I said, damn, why? Why? But again, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Yep. So somebody just said they prefer this over that because certain things get you sick and whatnot. Okay. You're gonna start to get the stuff that everybody else has. Back in the day, certain countries had certain sicknesses that were prominent amongst their population, not yours. But the world has gotten smaller. Trading, internet. So now we are married to these countries. So we've taken on their lifestyles. We eat what they eat. We live like how they live. And because of, communication, internet, more people traveling, living, going back and forth than ever before, the mindset has changed as well and all that. I don't want no bush tea no more. I want some sweet drinks. Like one of them Sprite there. I don't cook today, man. I don't want no cook shop food neither. I go down and say one of those names. Yeah. And then comes with it everything else that everybody else has. Yep. The sad part is I don't think we have we don't have the medical structure as far as institutions and enough doctors and people in place, caretakers, nurses, medical field professionals then to handle what's going on. Steve James, that's the thing. We always were eating sugar. We were always eating sugar. We used to use more raw cane sugar than anything. I never saw white sugar until I came to the US. I never saw white sugar until I came to the US. I'm used to seeing brown sugar, cane sugar, raw cane sugar. So yeah, it's all about what you're consuming. And we've always been using sugar. But now we're eating things we never ate before. And it's become very easy to get it. It's like worked into our culture now. So it's just a part of us now. People who were born a couple of years ago till today, the younger people, not children, young adults, they don't remember walking around and not seeing the same fast food restaurants that you have in the US or Canada or England or wherever else. They don't remember because it's been there that long now. The Burger Kings, the McDonald's, the Pizza Huts, the this, the that, they're there. They're there. They've been there that long now. But people before that generation, like I tell people all the time, I come from Clarendon, from the hills of Clarendon, and up till today, we don't have none of those stuff up there. None. And the people that up there live long. Most of them. If you live in that area, because it's also an area where we don't have a lot of violence, So if you live in that area, live out your life there, you're probably going to live a pretty long life. I get to see my elders get really old. The people them that were grown people when I was a kid growing up, they're still alive and they're growing and then they're passing by old age, the way you're supposed to pass. That's why I call that part of Jamaica my little heaven on earth, or my little place, my little splice or slice of heaven on earth. I still get to see the old traditions. I still get to see the elders who they were pretty young when I was a child. And now me get to see them in an old age stage. They're still around. Yvonne Wallace says gray hair is also hereditary. It could be because I see PJ Patterson's son. I used to think PJ Patterson dyed his hair like that on purpose, like it's some kind of style, his own branding or something. Go look him up. And I used to think that's what it was. Is him hair grosser? Well, he has a son whose hair grew the same way with the same pattern in it. Weird. But yeah, gray hair can be hereditary. Banches, I explained that white bleached sugar to a youth the other day, and the kid said, "What sugar is brown?" I said, "Naturally, juice is brownish green. Sugarcane juice is brownish green, right? Right. So your sugar should be." So the bleached sugar versus the brown. Hey, it's time for us to wise up, man. Those who want to know will know. Those who want to follow something to help themselves will. People are going to follow what they want. Follow people are going to live what they want to live. I ain't trying to run no platform where I'm telling people what to do and how to live. I speak, you take advice, I take advice from you. We communicate as family and friends. You know how the thing go, and then we keep it moving. All right. We are not God, so we are not here to monitor anybody's living. Who want to do? Who don't want to don't do. I have a loose conversation I'm trying to get into this morning. We have Beachy Stout trial, Airbnb lockout hit Jamaica. Another double murder in St. Catherine happened yesterday, and then on top of that, our sister here told us that one happened at their family as well in Jamaica. Jamaica Star, the Ganja license, can take that off the list. Who comes first? The husband, your family, or your children? Who comes first? Who comes first? We have that. And then, just for fun, Tyrese's ex-wife regrets divorce, but Tyrese fires back. His new song called Love Transaction says a lot. We have all that to talk about. While we at it, let's switch up the topic completely. And let's talk about, I don't know if y'all seen it. Have you seen Tyrese's ex-wife? Have you seen her making the rounds on social media? We're going to tie in who comes first to the Tyrese ex-wife thing and make it one big topic. So, who comes first? Me to Audrey right. I only use brown sugar. I'm going to drink bush tea regular. Like every day. There's a question that's going around, right? And it's funny the answers that are coming out on social media. Who comes first? So I brought it to the audience. They're going around asking women. I guess I can ask men this too. Who comes first? You have a decision to make. Your husband, your children, or your father? Who comes first? Father, mother, brother, sister. Let's put family over here. Then your husband and your children. Inga Baby 51 says the children come first. The children comes first, Inga. Julie Tapper, thank you for being here. Blessings. Miss Kitty Brum, Missy Brum Brum, but Miss Kitty Brum Brum. Miss Kitty says she a cook now. I saw the video. Miss Kitty says she is cooking now. I said Miss Kitty Brum Brum is Miss Brum Brum, Missy Brum Brum. Says my children comes first. Who else said first? Miss Goldie Robinson says the children. Karen Notice says husband and then the kids. Dorothy T says the kids. King Big says the kids. Sis Afia says I come first. I don't know what that mean. You come first? You have children and husband and you come first. Carrie Ann Jones says kids, then husband, then the family. My children, BM, I am drinking Cersei at the moment. King Biggs, wait. This is a good question. Stevie, who comes first? The husband, the kids, or your father, your daddy, or your mommy? Yes, my husband always tell me to take care of the children first, SouFlo, says Inga Baby 51. King Big says it should be you come first so you can care for the youths. Your children should always come first, Veronica Gale says. I find that very interesting. I find that very interesting because I came up under a certain different kind of teaching. And it was not something that was said, it was something that just happened naturally in front of me. BM, you can't be politically correct with that one here about everybody comes equally. It can't happen. If you're going to share out dinner right now, who shares out first? You share everybody food and everybody eat one time and nobody eats until everybody gets their food? Or whose plate gets shared first? That kind of stuff. If argument are go on and a decision has to be made, do you listen more to your father and your mom, your parents, your side of the family, or do you listen to your husband more? That kind of stuff. Who comes first? Or do you put the children first before everything? The person they got from said the spouse, Jamaica lined up for crispy because the provider cares for everyone. My grandmother always shared my grandfather first. Karen Notice says. All right. There's many ways to look at this, and I'm not saying that any of them is right. I'm telling you the way that I noticed that women who weren't raised by their fathers, they'll say, my children come first, right? I notice women who've been jaded a lot, like she's been through quite a few relationships, she'll say her children comes first. Like, I'll never put a man first. See, once you're scarred, right? And once you're scarred repeatedly, that stuff never leaves your brain. So it's not like you met your husband and you lost your virginity to him and he's the first man you ever been with or your baby daddy. So men have done you wrong before. So it makes it hard for you to ever put a man first. That's why you will always say the kids come first. This is through my observation. Through my observation, I've also observed that women who were raised by their father and had father and mother in the same house, they always say their husband comes first. I had one sister describe it like this. She said, my husband is my life partner. My children came through both of us, the union of both of us. God blessed us with these kids, used us as vessels to bring them here, and has charged us with the responsibility of providing safety and security for them, nurturing them, and sending them off into the world. In the process of doing all that, though, we must remember that they'll be gone and we'll still have to be together because we've made a vow to be together for life. So he will always be first for me, right? Yes, we're going to love the kids. Yes, we're going to take care of the kids. And it won't be in such a way that the kids will be like, damn, we neglected because all she do is put daddy first. It wouldn't be like that, but it would still be him first. He's a good husband. He's a protector. He's a provider. He's someone we can depend on. He's my everything like that. So I make sure he's taken care of because of the way he takes care of everybody else. If he's the main protector provider, then that's the person you want to take care of first, right? To make sure that you are continued to be taken care of, provided for, and protected. That's just mathematics. I see a brother explain it like this. He said, what you know what's funny is that's the sister explanation. The brother said, people get together and they love each other up, right? Oh, I love you so much. I want a baby from you. I want a child with you, babe. Let's make a baby, this kind of stuff. I bet we'll make a beautiful baby together, this, that, and the other, right? And they go ahead and they make this baby together. And then after they make the baby together, the baby becomes the division. Like, The woman that says the child come first, what she has done, this is his explanation, listen, what she has done now is, once you gave her that baby or made that baby with her, now she'll put that creation before you. So she'll put the creation before the creator. Meaning you can make more babies with her, but there'll just be more things to put, or more babies, more persons to put before you. Which, in his explanation, it shouldn't be like that, right? That baby should have drawn y'all even closer together. It shouldn't have caused you to divide for her to start saying the baby comes before you now, kind of thing. Now, this is a touchy area because women are very, and I say women generally, and I don't make general statements, but a lot of women are very temperamental when it comes to what men want. Like new generation stuff. Man shouldn't have no opinions. He shouldn't have choices. He shouldn't have, it's like, okay, my children come first, and that's that. I'm not submitting to nobody. Definitely not submitting to no man. Only man I'm submitting to is Jesus Christ. That kind of stuff, right? I realized that women who were brought up a certain way, their answer is always. Now, I watched a video yesterday, and it was a Spanish woman. And when the man asked her the question, who comes first? And he gave her those choices. She said, my husband comes first. So the man said, why didn't you say your dad comes first? She said, because my mama got him. I was raised with my mom and my dad, and my mom's, she have him. So if his wife already got him, what I got him for, I'm going with my husband first. And then they asked her, so why didn't you put the kids before the husband? And she said the same thing. She said, my kids, we're going to raise the kids and send the kids off, but this is my life partner. So I don't know who come first. Because I remember my daughter asking me when we were driving, and I remember me saying to her, you're only 8 years old, or you're only 9 years old, so you don't really understand yet. But I'll explain it to you like this. Once you have children, you can never put yourself first again. That's what I said to my daughter. I said, once I have children, I could never put myself first again. That's why they're able to get all the nice things that they want, and you never see me go. Have you ever seen me say, today I'm going to go shopping, I'm going to go buy myself some new stuff? I don't. And the reason I don't is because every time I think of buying some new stuff, for me, my mind automatically thinks, well, how about you buy some new stuff for your kids? And I know some people say that's bad because you should treat yourself every now and then at least. How about you buy some new stuff for your kids? Is what my mind tells me. If I'm walking through the store and I see a shirt and I'm like, yo, that's a nice shirt, I got a pants that would go good with, my mind automatically thinks, well, what you getting for the kids? What are you going to get for your kids? So it's like I can't buy myself nothing without thinking of I having to buy them something first. I automatically put myself after and put them first. Now, if you have a man like that who automatically puts himself after and put everybody first, who's going to ever put him first? His responsibility is great. So who's ever going to put him first? And he's living up to his responsibilities. So who's ever going to put him first? Or is he replaceable? Make him stress out himself, work hard, drop down and dead. We'll just get to our next husband. You'll have some stepfather kids and we'll move on. Is that what it is? Missy Bram Bram says, even though I was brought up with both parents, I still put my children first. Men can be replaced. My children cannot. You see? Men can be replaced. My children cannot. I say that too. But people only say that when they are jaded, when they've been in a relationship that didn't work, when they've been in a relationship where they end up having to be a single parent, when they've been in a relationship where they've been left behind, then they start preparing, because it happens all the time in your life, right? Under the first, second, or third person left you. So you're looking for number four to leave as well, because this pattern is something that happened in your life over and over and over. So you're looking for it to happen again. Nah, this can't be too true. This can't be real. It's gonna end at some point. So I'm not putting no man first. My children will always be first. I tell myself that. I say, a woman can get up tomorrow and say, you know what? Hold your kids. I find John down the road. Me and John, we are in love. And, I'm pregnant now by John, and I'm going to have John's baby. Me and John is going to start a whole new family. And she can go off. And her and John, she will have a new husband named John, new baby for John, and all that. But my children can't be changed who their daddy is. But if you look at your relationship like that, that's you like planning. If you're not single already, that's you actually making preparation for your ending of your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So as you think, so it becomes a reality. Thoughts, they manifest, they go out into the earth, they take on life, they become real. That's why they say guard your thoughts. What you think about the most usually materializes itself in your life at some point. You understand? So if you're laying the brick foundation for your relationship to end, you will start using languages like that. My children will always come first. Of course, I'm going to put my children first. That will manifest itself into the way you speak to your partner, everything like that. Because I got these kids. My kids will always come first. If anything, it's going to be me and my kids. I don't even need to have to listen to you, really. If it ends, it ends. Okay, this won't be the first one that ended. Bye. You see where I went? Mr. Brom says, nothing like that, SouFlo. I know nothing takes my heart out more than my children. All right, let me get deep with you then. Since you keep on saying. So, Mr. Brom, you have children? Watch this. I wish you would call in, but you have children? Just me and Missy Brom. No, watch the conversation. You have children? The answer is no. You can't speak. you can't speak, sis. If you don't have no children, you can't speak. Now, I don't know if you can have children, and I'm not trying to be callous towards that situation. I know there are women out there who don't have and would love to, but things are going on with the physical where they can't. So I'm not being hard on you about that way. I'm very sensitive towards stuff like that. But if the choice was to not have children, all right, see there. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, SouFlo.
Morning, sis. What's going on?
Yes, sir. I prefer to call in. I'm not going to be
texting. All right.
Okay, so whenever I hear you speak about Miss Ruby and Marston, it's just like my parents are speaking about. Right. I was brought up with both parents, all five of us. And even though I am a single mom, I still treat my partner the way my mom treats her father. Okay, so some of the things you're saying, as Audrey said, it's interchangeable.
Right.
It's different in some things, where you're gonna care for your partner more than your children. But my children are my heart; they're a part of me.
You have children?
Yes, two.
Oh, so how come I thought on the screen you said no? Yeah, you did. Missy Brom, no, N-O-O-O.
No, I was saying no to what you were saying, not that.
So you have children?
Yes, I have two children.
Okay, so are you married to their father? Let me go hardline. Are you married to their father?
I'm not married to their father. No. No, but that doesn't say I don't love my partner.
It fits my theory.
Come on, SouFlo. It's interchangeable.
All right, me know why you get sensitive for me now, but it fits my theory. My theory is that, right? My theory is that. So, okay, we could go even deeper. You have children. You're not married to their father, right?
No.
You're with somebody else. Now,
yes.
Me knowing women, Most women that have children for a man, they were deeply in love with that man when they had children for him. Women don't just normally fling out and just have baby just suck. Women are like loving creatures who clingy. I'm a creature too, so don't get mad. When I get real sensitive and start nitpick everything we say. But he's calling us creatures. All right. But check it. When that breakup, where the children of your father is no longer with you, whatever happened, there is some level of bitterness there. Not only level of bitterness, but regret as well.
Things just didn't work out.
Yes, but the implication of things not working out is what allows most. You heard what I said before? I said most women who say they'll put their children first, they've either been left by the father of their children, or they've been through multiple relationships that did not work out. So they're not looking at no forever with no man before love for their children. They will always say, my children come first. It's a defense mechanism.
I'm looking for forever because both my children are adults, but
right.
My children still come first.
All right. But you realize you proved my theory because you're one that exactly what I described.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because people grow apart. People grow apart. You grow up and you want different things. People grow apart.
Yeah.
Yes.
People grow apart.
Yes. And I treat my partner the way Miss Ruby treats Miss Cleveland.
Yeah. But Miss Ruby and Miss Cleveland grow together. Miss Ruby and Miss Cleveland's story is kind of like
different.
No, I won't say different because I don't know your situation. Like, how long you been with your partner?
9 years.
Okay, that's scratching the surface.
That's okay.
That's
my parents before they died, it was 45 years. So
you treat your partner different, but are you raising children with your partner?
No, we're big people now. Yeah, we're big people. Children gone, his children gone, my children gone. It's just us.
Okay, so the people I'm talking about, right, are the people who are raising children right now with a partner, or yeah, it would be because that wouldn't apply to you because your children grown and gone, right? Right. So for you're saying basically your grown children would come first before the man you're with now.
Oh yeah, they're my heart.
Yeah. But you want forever
they're
with
my life. Yeah. All right, SouFLo.
All right.
Let's not go any further.
All right.
We can agree to disagree.
Yes, we will. Yeah, I love you.
I love you, brother.
All right. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. That's just the way I see it. Now we can agree to disagree. We can see things differently and still, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. This is Jody, and I decided to call in. You always see me commenting, but I'm calling in.
All
and
right.
I particularly want to address that topic. I come first.
You come first.
You can, yes.
Wait, before you go any further, you come first. You have a husband. You have a husband or a boyfriend, living man, father of your children, common law husband.
No. So I know you're gonna say, based on your theory,
yeah.
Whatever I am saying don't make much sense.
But you don't have no money.
But I can't pour from an empty vessel for anybody. So I have to come first.
And I dig that
right?
too. Yeah. I dig that too.
All right. Then you can take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
There is a special bond with kids and especially mothers. And I think that's why a lot of women will say that their children come first. Because no matter what, they are connected to their children.
Right. All
right. As it relates to a partner, I really think that the partner should be second. But then it depends on what it is. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation.
The partner that is the man, that listen to this. This is the man, the partner who is expected to put everybody first. He must not be put first.
I know, and then you say women are sensitive, but then that your sensitive part comes out right here.
How? I'm asking a fair and balanced question. The person, my granny said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? So I'm asking the man, he's supposed to be this protector, provider. If he's functioning in that role, right? He's wearing that crown well. He should not be put first.
He should put himself first.
He should put himself first. Then if he puts himself first, he won't be putting everybody else first. But it's his natural function to put everybody else first. So he should have put himself first. Brothers, I hope y'all are listening. I hope y'all are listening.
But hold on, SouFlo, putting himself first doesn't mean that he's going to be selfish, He has to take care of himself, and then he will condition his mind to take care of everybody else while he is being taken care of.
I just saw it work, though. I just saw it work, though. Look, when you hang up, I give you some good example, though. Is that so it work? Watch.
Well, to be quite honest, you're right. That's not what the expectations are.
Right.
So you're right. It's kind of unfair to the men. That's not what the expectations are.
That's you. No, you're special. No, you're special.
No, hold on. No, because I'm an anomaly.
Yes, no, you're special.
I will admit.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear said. It's unfair
to
the
man.
True. But it's
true.
It's
true. It's true.
That no one here. That right there.
True.
I have nothing more to
but
say.
But you still come first.
You still come first. One man, y'all
one.
All right.
All right, man.
All right. Oh man. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Grand Rising, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good, family. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm agreeing with the lady that was speaking earlier. Self have to come first, The
phone is running hot. Yes, self have to come first.
Yes. And then when you take care of self, then you can take care of everybody else.
Okay. So what about that man that puts everybody first? Because that's his role. Or should he not put everybody first and put himself first, like the last caller said?
Yeah, he have to think about self, and then he can't take care of everybody else. Because if he do self first, no, he can't take care of nobody else.
So I'm gonna make sure I get my weekly spa and massage.
And we have 2 grown kids. Doing well in society and everything. Self gotta come first, then you can take care of everybody else.
You raise them kids there by yourself?
No.
Nothing.
Dad.
You and their dad?
Yes.
And you always put them first?
Put who first? Put myself first.
Oh, yourself put first?
Yes.
Why on the still weird?
I gotta take care of myself in order for me to take care of the rest.
All right, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Me not too like that. Me not too like that one, but and I'm gonna explain why. But
you listen, you have to have self-love first. Because
True.
if you don't have self-love, you can't love nobody else. You don't know what love is.
Absolutely.
If you don't take care of self, you don't know how to take care of no one.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. Self-love. But putting myself first when I am the head.
And it's not being selfish. It's knowing that I gotta take care of self. And if me myself, he can't take care of nobody else.
King Big Sam, let me screenshot some of these comments. But all right, I understand. And you make a valid point. You make a valid point, but I guess I'm not seeing it that way. I guess I'm feeling guilty if I should take care of self first. And I'm seeing it that way.
Yeah, well, and everybody
so don't feel guilty. Put myself first.
Yeah, you have to put yourself first, because if you're not take care of self, you cannot take care of no one else. You pop down, everybody else will pop down around you. That is depending on you to take care of.
All right. Makes sense. Absolutely. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Error message. Leave that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Oh, no?
Hi, good.
What? Oh, gosh. Hold on there. Let's clear up this line. Are you there?
Yes.
All right. The phone is hot off of this topic. Oh, no, hold on now. Give me a little chance to talk now. Hello, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning,
First
family.
time caller.
All right, this phone is buzzing. Thank you for calling in. Talk to winner. You come first.
No. So I'm a single mother. I have 2 kids.
You're a single mom with 2 kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So before I had a partner, I would explain to my children.
Wait, you're not coming through clear to us. I don't know if it's a speaker, Bluetooth, whatever is going on there.
I'm not sure.
You don't have us on speaker or Bluetooth or anything?
No Bluetooth.
You're breaking up. Speaker?
No, it's not on speaker.
Okay. Because go on, talk.
So,
Let's see if we can work with it.
My children are used to them coming first because I'm a single mother. But I would have to explain to them that if I so choose to get married or remarried, then the person who I'm married to would have to come first. Because eventually children are going to become adults and go out and have their own family, while I'll still be my husband.
Okay, check this out, right? That right there is a whole different can of worms opened up. Let me show you how. So if my mom is raising us by herself because my daddy gone, right? And then my mom ends up marrying some new man and decides to make me feel in any way that this man come first before me and he is not my dad, it's gonna be hell on earth to pay. I'm gonna rebel in some kind of way as a child, and I'm gonna feel left out a lot. If it was the dad, I wouldn't feel away if it was my dad. But if my mother, new man, new husband to come in the picture and come before me, we have a problem. And I'm just saying that because that's probably how most who went through that ended up growing up feeling, you know?
That's why you have to transition them slowly.
Right. And worse if it's not one of those guys, because say it's a guy, right? Where these only happen every now and then. You have some stellar stepfathers out there. They come into the picture, they easy and just right, and they handle everything as if this is theirs, their heart, their soul, their life, their everything is this. Most stepfathers don't really come in like that. They come in like, I'm in love with your mom and it's me and your mom, and I'm gonna give your mom a new baby and give her my kids. And then, the rest of y'all can hang around here pretty much. I'll treat y'all decent until you're grown and gone. And we'll facilitate kind of thing. So if you get one of those ones, the superior ones that come in and make you feel like there was no change, or some kids even get happier with that stepdad than her real dad kind of thing, and she starts to say, you know what, this is a God sent angel. He needs to be put first. He needs to be, it takes a certain kind of man to gain that.
That's why you got to be careful in how you choose your partner when you have children.
True that. Absolutely. But if you did get remarried, you would have put your new husband first.
I would have to transition it slowly. I would have to start grooming my children because I'm a person of, I'm a Christian. So I teach them biblical principles and what the Bible says.
So you live by the husband is the head, and you live by all that?
I tried.
Okay. All right. Well, I couldn't argue with that, but I could see problems.
Yes, there's a potential that there will be problems, but you just have to try and wean them in slowly. And if you see that there's a problem, then that's when you have to back off.
True. But back off means not bothering to marry the man, divorce the man.
Age. Wait till the children are a certain age.
Okay. Wait till they're mature enough to handle.
Correct.
Okay. Absolutely. I agree. Thank you. Good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, I could see all kinds of resentment going there. Speaking from like, if my mom get a new husband and I know me get put first before this a new man, yeah. Let me tell you what I noticed that women do, right? When she's ready to choose, I noticed that women have done this. I'm not saying all women do this. I know how women like stir up trouble and argument already. When she is ready to choose, the children aren't a concern. The children are not a concern. She's concerned about her. Okay? And if she like the man there enough and then tell herself she's in love, the children are just gonna have to accept this new man, and that's just how it's gonna be. I'm telling you, and every situation I've seen, it has gone exactly like that. Even after she waits long to introduce him, she still go her choice only. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing? Your call must have meant to come through because no, you notice no other calls ring.
Every day above ground is a blessing as we are.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry about my voice, my hoarse up.
Yeah, me look like me have to lose my voice to talk to you know.
No allergies. And then my body tired because my husband come in this morning and you know him want peace and me have to give him peace so me not get no sleep. So when I'm done, I'm going to try to sleep. I'm tired.
Doing your duties.
But said, tired after 5 this morning, trip until 6 o'clock. I'm tired, man.
Yeah. Wait there. So when him come in this morning, I wake you up for some?
Yes. Me did want it from him their work and for the night shift. So me I said, you know what area Meridia mine.
Ja. All right then. Well, watch now.
No, with the topic, my kids them come first.
Your kids
them come first. I used to put my husband first until something go down, his mother disrespect me. And I talk to him about it. And for some reason, he might pick up for them. And I said, but I always put you first. And you throw a stepfather, stepbrother, mother, everybody in front of me, you go down the line.
So, you demote him.
But say, he might go down the line.
You demote him.
Yeah, so it depends, you know. It depends. Somebody did write it. It depends. Because you can put a person first. When you take a stock to them now, put you first. Go down back in the line.
So to the caller the person who commented earlier, I mean, remember who said it's interchangeable. I threw them a talk then.
Of course.
Yeah, that's myself. So
it depends on the circumstance. Because you can't tell your sorry, you put your wife first. And then your wife got hurt you, or you say she put somebody else in front of you. I said, but really?
So you
will put you first. So you get demoted, go down the line. Anytime you start to go, you go back up in a line. It's simple.
Wait there. But as long as him can come in and get some 5 o'clock in the morning, it's all good enough. Because we don't ask for
too much. Not a problem with that department, you know. But you see, when you ready, me ready too.
And that's, yes, wife.
I'm dangerous the way that's so flow.
Right.
Because was surgery, you know. And me I tell you, say no. But just hitch up foot. Like when dog hitch up. And me that.
When you say him not going out, him good, that's up.
Yeah. Sometimes him say, yo, you're dangerous. You know, I say, okay. When body call, you better to take it.
I saw. Well, I guess him come first.
Him come first, that's so.
Literally.
I'm doing things. So that's him my number one.
Boy. I like it.
Yeah, when me look at it, say everybody come in front of me. I say, really? I mean, I always put you first. But guess what? They not them love my husband.
Yeah, but him take a
him is a good man. Yeah. But at the end of the day, my kids them come first.
Wow.
And then if them mess up, guess what? Them go back in the line to, you know, and then me go up front. That's like a recycling.
So okay. Now me get it. All right. So really and truly.
So when people are going to say, my kids come first, my husband come first, guess what? When somebody does something, you're going to get demoted.
Wait, are you on the general road there? Are you run?
Me for tell you.
Are you run the ranks? Okay.
Yep. Me for tell you. My way are the highway.
Promotion and demotion. All right, sir. All right, general.
My way are the highway.
Do your thing. Do your thing. If it works for you, it works. All right. And so far, all I know is it's working. So continue to make it work here.
SouFlo. Common sense. You have a partner, your partner hurt you. My mother always said teeth and tongue will meet. And you look on them. Sometimes when them hurt you, it's like you start look on them like, different. Really? You start look on them through a different eye. And it's like the love does take time and go down, even though you love them.
That's true.
It's natural.
That's true. True. Very true.
So you start look on them with a different eye, you pre them and say, really, John, look how I put you first and look what you do.
Very true.
Everything is forgive. You can't forgive everything, But at the end of the day, you're not going to forget. So if the person really hurts you, remember them and get demoted. But them still have little love though.
Very true. All right. Manners.
Yeah, man. Take care of yourself.
All right. You too.
Big up to my classmates, them. Loving all. I take care of the kids and the wife. Big her up.
All right. One love.
Okay. Bye.
Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFlo. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
It's been a while.
How you doing?
I'm good. Ooh. Hi, guys in the chat room.
Hey, everybody.
So listen. This is a really unfair situation, right?
It's unfair.
But you have to portion the thing. For example.
Oh man, your call was going so good. What happened?
He started messing around, giving his family power over me and, messing around with decisions that he should have put me first. Like the caller said before me, he goes down in that line.
So you demote him. So y'all dealing with this demotion, promotion stuff.
Yes, it's only fair. And then when you portion the thing, for example, you have to think about the children who can't protect themselves, right?
Right.
So in this case, you have to make the decision to protect your children and make decisions for them. So they come in the category of first, depending on what it's all about. But so, when yes, go ahead.
So it's interchangeable.
Yes, for me.
Okay, and that's what Mr. Brown and somebody else was saying before. It's interchangeable, which I don't really agree with.
Really?
I'm enjoying the moment, but I must tell y'all, I don't really agree with the interchangeable thing because I don't like the sometime-ish thing. You know what I mean?
But listen, when it's important,
yeah,
you stay first because you're the provider of the house. If you see what I mean. Okay. It's categorically for me.
So he'll get put first in some things.
Yes.
And then the children
get
put first in some
he
things.
remains number one for me in many aspects. But when some decisions are to be made, my children are going to come first. And if emotionally, if I'm not being taken care of, I'm going to come first to get that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to say, guys, I've been watching in the sidelines. I have not been on. This is Michelle. Julie Tapper, I see you in for the first time in a long time. I hope you're doing well.
Everybody said the voice.
Yes.
All right. Big up yourself.
Have a great day, guys.
All right.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. Oh,
hi, good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family.
First time calling.
The phone hot this morning.
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me. What you say?
All right. Mega show you so much.
All
right. Two people come together, make one. So you don't have no hierarchy, right? The woman gonna take care of her husband because they're mates. By her taking care of her husband, him going to take care of my wife. And the two of you going to take care of the picnic them.
Okay.
Right? Simple math.
So what you say? You're saying there is no first. Nobody not come first.
No, really. There really shouldn't be. Right? By you taking care of each other, then life will go on. And the two of you take care of your children.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Right? And I have 4. They're pretty much grown and gone. The love is there for them, but you always have to nurture your relationship with your spouse, because when the children are gone, it's the two of you. The two of you start together, and when the kids gone, it's the two of you in the end.
All right. So back to what I said that sister said when she said, I put my husband first because God gave us these children through us as gifts and charged us with the responsibility to nurture them, create a certain environment for them, get them ready for the world, and send them off into the world. But I must also remember that once they are off and gone into the world, we've done our part together, right? Once that's done, it is still going to be us together. So don't go neglecting and putting the children before the partner, because the partner is the long-term partner for life, right? Okay.
True.
All right. Nice one. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you.
All right.
All right. All right. Back to it. So I guess there's, you know what? This is one of them things that when I have to say there's many ways of looking at this, but I'm not for the model where it is interchangeable, like the demotion promotion thing. Me not there for that one there, cause I'm not like, this is personal. I don't like fickleness. The same way you treat me is how I want to be treated all the time. If you don't treat me good, just don't treat me good all the time. Eventually, I'll make up my mind that, listen, I'm with somebody that don't treat me good. I'm out of here. Peace. You create a confusion when you start treat me good one time and then because me do something, you treat me bad, and then now you treat me good again because you're over it, and then you have some memories of it. So you start treat me bad again. Me not in the up and down roller coaster ride kind of thing. I don't know. It's just one way me want it. I'm first. That's it. I'm always first, no matter what. That's it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Oh, yeah, I said SouFLo.
What go on,
Can't
family?
believe me get through.
Ian, boy, the phone lines are burn up this morning. See there, next one I come in right now. What go on?
Brother, I'm here the woman them attack. I mean, I understand how the woman them attack.
Them said,
if you choose a partner, that are the person you choose, you decide to you spend your life with. You feel like the woman them where comment, I just have some baby with some boyfriend. if you choose your man, you are spend the rest of your life with,
rest
where you
of your
love
life.
to do anything for. You supposed to put him first, and him supposed to put you first. There's no two ways about it.
Right. So wait there. That's what she just said just now. We're called to, you know. She said, so if you put her first and she puts you first, then that will take care of itself. And then after that is okay, we'll be good enough to take care of the children.
Right. When they make it seem like when you put your partner first, that means neglect.
Yeah, neglect the children.
You not neglect the children, You just make sure that they all right. You make sure wife all right. You understand me?
Right.
You still love your parents 100%. You still love your kids 100%. You will still do anything for anybody else. But you are my ride or die. Me are your ride or die.
Right. And we in this for life.
For life. With nobody now come in between this, none at all.
Right.
Now the woman then when I hear a comment is as if the woman there, boy, me wouldn't want the woman there in my life. Me no want to make no baby with no kind of woman who have them mentality.
Well, I tell you, don't sit down around there so the kids never come first.
Yeah.
When you look at your dinner and share out, you tell her come share out your own food. Me share out mine and the kids them dinner already.
And I will provide the food.
And you provide the food, I'll pay all the bills. But you must feel no way about it because you're a man.
No, but like what you are saying now, if me I put you first, how you cannot put me first?
Exactly, my brother.
If when the gunman come in, me I go downstairs and defend the family, put my life on the line.
Are you she pushing up? If you hear the door lock rattle downstairs, what she do? She no wake up and run go downstairs, so she defend the family. She knock you out of your sleep and say, babe, somebody, it sound like somebody coming in the house.
Yes, you tell she and the picnic them go on in the bathroom, don't move, go in the tub, me go outside, go deal with this.
Aye.
You understand me, I say?
Aye.
And then in a fear mind, she might say, you know what, give me the second gun, you go on out there, so me the right at the door, you saw.
Aye.
You understand me, I say, but you know, half it dead for each other. You can't say, oh, he was there for me, but him do something, and now him on number one again.
No, him done at
well,
number 4.
That means so the might as well just done.
No, him done at number 4. My kids come first now. I saw, yeah, that one them I not like. I don't like that one at all. I don't like changeable anything. Keep it one way.
So wait, you gotta put the kids first until the kid turns 16 and start deal with your way, and then you start put the husband first again because you need help to deal with the unruly picnic.
Now you're back to first.
You understand me, I say? No, man, husband for always come first in our wife mind, and in our husband mind, the wife always come first. That's just my thinking, but get some other opinion.
All right, sir. Manners.
All right, respect, brother.
Respect. All right. No, that is the one that I agree with, right? I'm not saying that's how I'm living. I'm saying that is what I agree. Because right now in my real life, sometimes me I say, because I've said it on here before. I told my daughter that nobody comes first before my children. Because I can't change a woman. A woman can wake up tomorrow, and the breeze blow the wrong way, and she suddenly decides, oh, I'm so bored with you. I'm so depressed. I've forgotten myself. I just can't go on. I can't do this anymore. John from the gym, he's been staring at me all the time, and he has a chiseled body. I think I want to go work out over there. You're holding me back. But she's not going to set up out there. She's just bored and she forget herself, and this is not working out for me anymore. My spirit's not happy. I have to go. It's not you. It's me. Call me. And she gone. I'm gone, left you. Just wake up tomorrow and does that happen after you've been pouring in your heart, soul, and everything else in it. You see what I'm saying? So I look at life like that too. Like, why? Well, it is what it is at this point. She made her choice and she's gone. And women always justify them choice the way they make. I'm speaking of this, right? I said we were going to tie both topics in together. Tyrese's ex-wife regrets they're getting divorced. Now, Tyrese is a big star. Who don't know Tyrese from back in the day when he make the girl and panty drop? They must know him today from Fast and Furious and the franchise and all other kind of stuff that he's come into. He's an actor / well-known entertainer, singer, so on and so forth. But Tyrese's ex-woman, what's my phone there? She gets up and says, I have the video, but she said, now she went and divorced this man, right? She dragged him through a divorce that he begged her not to do, right? Now you know how low you must feel when you're done beg. Somebody reduce you to begging, and them left you anyway. You know how hurt that must feel to be reduced to begging and you'll get left anyway. Matter of fact, people who treat their relationships like, I'm out, bye. I because them begged before and somebody left them and they felt like doo-doo. So they told themselves ever since then, defense mechanism, I will never beg another person again. It no matter if the person when me did beg before, I was young, dumb, and fall in love with dunce boy, that bicycle boy, Gary, and him couldn't do nothing for me anyway, and God was clearing the path. You don't remember that. If she's married today and is with a solid man, if she decides that this is what it is, this is what it is at the moment. So here comes Tyrese's wife. She says she's out. She's done. She filed her divorce. The man begged, cried, plead. She left. Him said, don't do this. It's going to affect our daughter so bad. We talked about a lot of stuff before we got married. What happened to our plans? Them went to all kind of famous pastor, preacher, all kind of people to help them, all kind of something according to his account publicly and hers now. And she was just ignoring all that, right? Because her mind was made up. Her heart was cold against her relationship at this point. In her mind, she's like, me done. I don't care what solution is put on the table. Me done. I'm out. All right. She goes through with the divorce. Fast forward now into a different time and space down the road. Here she is making her rounds on social media and all these talk shows saying, this is her biggest regret. And she's willing to work it out with Tyrese if, you know, he would work it out with her because she really messed up. She even went as far as to say that if she didn't have, I have all the stuff right here. If she didn't have certain people in her ear influencing her at the time, she would have never made that decision. But you got to think about the man in this picture, right? That was trying to be this loving, caring, upstanding, conqueror, protector, provider kind of guy. You fall short somewhere, especially with a high in demand career field that you have, kind of thing. That's another mistake that women make. They go after men that are really chasers of success, and then them expect him to have all the time in the world for them. And then them see like one famous person do a date in the middle of the day, and they're like, oh, look at him. Just remember, he's in Hollywood and he's in the middle of shooting a movie, and he still managed to find time to fly in a private jet all the way to Timbuktu to give her the time of her life in 12 hours and flew back home in time to start his lines once again. That should be you too. Like, you know, realistic, right? It's not realistic. So now she's making the rounds saying she made a big mistake. Tyrese comes on because she's been doing this now for about a week and a half. Tyrese finally answered yesterday. Yesterday, he made a video and he said, you're wicked and you're selfish, or something along those lines. You're selfish and you're wicked. The man said, this is the same woman that I met in a $5 sundress, who we had long conversations. She claimed that she didn't really know who I was, but she knows who I am, but didn't really follow up my career and all that because she's not into all that. She's not the type to be starstruck. She doesn't care about money and material possessions and whatever. And this is him. And he goes, while you're here doing all these interviews and stuff, talking about how you regret not doing it, I begged you. You took a COVID mask and put it over the camera systems in the house. You took a 1-year-old and packed up that 1-year-old. And I begged, and I told you I'm on my way. I'm fighting for this. I begged, and you still did it anyways. What I know is this. When a woman ready to make her move, it's going to be her decision, and she's buckled down. She don't give a frig about no kids. So I listen to all these women say stuff about kids. That's why anytime me hear a woman say, well, my kids are grown and gone now. They're in college. Me and their father, we were together when we had our children. And then, you know, he left me as a single mom, and I never brought another man around my children. My children don't know what it's like. And I chose that life because I didn't want to introduce a new man to the picture. Those are very far and few in between. All the other ones, once one relationship done, you don't become a nun or a eunuch, and he doesn't become, oh, me no like woman no more, I'm just going to be by myself for life. Y'all move on as adults. But watching Tyrese speak to her or about her, the part where he said, I begged you, and we specifically spoke about how this would affect the baby, and you packed up this 1-year-old, that's to show your woman not care. If you have a man that is willing to work anything out and we go through anything to make sure it says family stay together, you just get to a point where I don't care, nothing don't work, and I can't take it, I'm out. Now, the part that gets me is after she leave, she come back now, backpedaling. See, a lot of women would backpedal if pride never bond them. But when you leave stability, something good, say frig your kids' stability, and you're off, half of the time is because, you know, she's out here in her bathing suits and stuff, or who will buffed up on camera, everything. There's a lot of men in the DM. God damn, that thing fat. Ooh, hey, hello, 1 million DMs. So she's like, damn, I got like choices. I got broke ninjas, I got rich ninjas, I got super rich ninjas, I got stars, I got nobodies. Everybody is in my DM. They want me. They're lined up. You better play your cards right, else I'm out of here. She go out there and she realized, they want you all right. They want you. And after a couple of months, boom flick her. Yeah, boom flick, like, it's After a couple months, boom, flick her, and she didn't get what she was looking for. Now it's like, damn, like you're not gonna fall in love with me? Pum pum never good enough. You know, married me. My head game wasn't right. What was it? These hurting my feelings, right? After she realized, no, they want you, but they don't want you like how the man that you left wanted you. Now she's back. This is such a common story. Now she's back. I regret it. People are in my ear. No responsibility, you know. Not I went to a place where I genuinely didn't care about the welfare and future of my child, the child's stability, all this. I cared at the moment about myself. And that's what I want to hear Una say. Just say it, right? I just cared about myself, and it was me at that point. Putting myself first. That's why I'm going to like the myself first thing there. Because when you put yourself first, you're going to end up hurting others. You understand? If you're not mature enough to be completely non-selfish, then I don't think you're ready for that role. If you put yourself first, you're going to end up hurting others. And most likely end up hurting the children who are involved, if children are involved in the equation, which is that equation we are talking about. Who come first? Children, husband, wife, or whatever. The winner, the breadwinner of the house, the ace, boo coon, the master dog, the protector, provider, it's nowhere in his mind to put himself first. Ask any man in here right now who is wearing that hat. I'm not talking about no single man, you know. I'm not talking about no jaded man that get left and is still alone and all these things. The person who is right now in that responsibility, in that chair, ask him right now. And I bet you he will never say what the women said. A lot of women said, put myself first. No man is saying, put myself first. Because it's not in us to do it. It's not natural of us to do it. Even if we try, we can't do it. Right? So when I hear y'all say, well, he should put himself first, and she should put herself first. No. The best answer I heard so far was, she should put you first. You put her first. Remember, it's natural for him to not be able to put himself first. That's why women hurt, you know, but men hurt deeply and differently. This is where villains are created right here. A woman can brush off a hurt. She hurt deeply. She brush off a hurt. She hurt, cry about it, process it, go through. When man hurt, him change to the core. You see it? Because he ain't putting himself first. He was never putting himself first. The Buffalo Soldier says many men put themselves first. We're not talking about many men. There's many loose men out there. And a lot of you women go through those loose men before you actually get to one of the man them when me I talk about. That's truth. Hey, there's many loose men out there. And a lot of women go through these loose men before they get to the men I'm talking about. There was a sister from the UK. I'm watching her video this morning, and she goes, wow, like fat guys, how come you all didn't tell me that fat guys are the thing? I actually finally let my guard down, went outside of my comfort zone, went on a date with a fat guy, or a chunky guy, I should call him. And he was loving, he was kind, he was caring, he was giving, he was all these things. And it made me start looking at, for the first time, I looked at a fat guy like he was, or a chubby guy like he was sexy, like he was somebody I could be with. That's after every fit guy, gym body, tough body man, run up in that already and dash it away. Damn, I like those, but they don't like me. I guess it's time for me to try fat guys. I'm not gonna try one fat guy. Oh, fat guys are actually nice. Hello, fat guys are nice from morning. The weight and the body type doesn't equal the personality kind of thing, right? And you grown enough to know that. So nobody come now. This is how they are. They don't want to admit nothing. Don't bother come now. And oh my gosh, suddenly I let my guard down and I actually like fat guy. Now I want a big guy. Big guy did nice to you from morning, mom. Okay? You just weren't into that because that's not your thing. That's not what you liked. Now, as you're getting older, your choices are diminishing. You have to widen your scope. Now y'all look here, there, and everywhere. Before you were looking like this. Because for you, and if you see her too, she looked like one of those kind of women where a slim build, body right kind of girl, you know, a gym workout all the time, eat nice, all these things. But nobody don't want you. None of the fit man them didn't want you. They wanted you for a pump and dump, or they wanted you for fun times, but nobody wanted to wife you for life you. So here comes a fat guy that gives you the wife you. Oh, she said, she's at the table like this, and her hand was just like this. She said, it's giving. It was so creepy to watch a British woman say, black girl to say, it's giving, and start using all these American terminologies like African American sisters, right? It's so giving. But I guess the world is small because of the internet. So we'll be influenced by them. She'll be influenced, you know, they'll influence us as well because we're living in different times now. It's giving protector provider. That's what she said, no? She said it's giving. It's giving. I mean, who are the it? Oh, fat guy. Fat guy is now giving protector provider. I'm sitting over there like, I hope every fat guy or every big guy see you when you make that video here. And I hope they understand that fit guys already did all they could to you already. Ain't nothing left to do to you because you wasn't saving it for fat guy. And for sure, every fit guy you had, you probably thought that was the one, and it wasn't. So back to the Tyrese thing. I think that's what happened to Tyrese's wife. I think she thought she had them lined up and it was going to be way different and she was going to elevate after. Well, hell, if I get Tyrese, I could probably get even somebody that's higher on the totem pole, the ladder of fame and fortune and whatever. Tyrese said, if you're so sorry, how come you're still trying to get $20,000 a month? You've hired 3 attorneys that I have to pay for, and you're still on the low trying to get $20,000 a month in child support for one child. This is a woman I met in a $5 sundress who said, I'm not into vanity and all that stuff. I'm not impressed by cars. I don't even know the car names. I don't know what that car is. I don't care. He's into cars, so he'll be like, yo, look at that one. That's the latest Bugatti, something, 847 something. She's like, what? That's not even my interest. I don't care. And he said those were the things that turned him on to her, because most of in his world, it's hard to escape that, right? If you go for people who are like impoverished, poor, or whatever, you're famous. They're gonna be like meal ticket, I struck gold. If you go for, so it's hard to figure out who really wants you for you, right? Not your fame and your wealth and whatever. Exactly, Angel D. And women are known for doing that. I don't care what no one say, no. A woman will talk a good game right into your life. Remember, I know when we show up. Everybody shows up with who is not them. So for the people now who are in the early parts of their relationship, just know, say, who you seeing now, that ain't who the person is that you're going to be with if you plan to be with them long term. Time will peel the layers away and the real person will be revealed along the way. Be prepared to meet the real person. Very few people come to you with their genuine self from day one. And this is me, been saying the same stuff from day one, haven't changed it. Very few people are like that. Everybody come with, they try to figure out what it is you want first, and then they become that. Especially if you're someone who is in a position to provide in their time of need. You understand? Whether it be financially or it be emotionally or whatever the allies are. If you're the person that's capable of providing whatever is needed along their journey at that time, they will secretly figure out through conversation what it is you need, and they will become that. But the fact is, them can't remain that because that was never them in the first place. Now the unhappiness takes over when the years go by or months or however quick they do it, and the layers are being stripped away and the real person is being revealed. And now it's like, yo, I forget, I'm starting to hate this person. This person is starting to hate me too. Them they hate me from on, and they're tired of pretending, kind of thing. Then you get to the place where no matter what you say, I'm divorcing. I think it's time to go. I already have the child. The child is only one. I can collect about 20,000 a month in child support. Not to even try work it out, lick a bit down the road. The man said, I didn't want the child to have that kind of life. We talked about all this, your background, my background. We both came up in a single mom home. We both know what it feels like for our parents to be married and then get divorced, and daddy left and, you know, hadn't seen him in how long and all that. They shared the same similar backgrounds. And she was like, I'll never, no matter what, I'll never let stuff like that happen. We're not doing that no matter what. We're not going down that road. And she had the first one to initiate it and went right down that road. So I tell my brothers too. I tell people, but I tell men more. In my experience, because I can only speak for me, therefore I don't know all women, so I can't speak for all women, so I can't be general. In my experience in life, look out for that woman to do exactly all the things she said she would never do. You understand? So yeah, they're good at coming on first, the proper way, how they're supposed to be, pretend that they can be good wives and all that, and then you end up with, that's the end. I'm out of here. Bye. And it happens a lot. The only difference is I give her credit for actually doubling back to say I made a mistake. Because not too many will double back to say I made a mistake. You know what I mean? The pride won't allow them to double back to say, I'll when them out there suffer. I'll when them out there go through it. They'll mask it because them not come back, come say I made a mistake. But they know you don't want them after that. After you've been out there, no man no want you back again. Well, some man them take them back still and then go repeat the process. But it is what it is. It is what it is. People marry for the wrong reasons. That now, oh, here's a statistic. Found this statistic yesterday. It says 72% of lesbian or gay marriages fail. Walk with me. I know a couple of Jamaicans just tune out just now. They're like, yo, Imanda about to want something. Now, here we go. No, walk with me. 72% or 74% of gay or lesbian marriages fail, right? And 52% of heterosexual marriages fail. So when I'm looking at that statistic, because the story came out that said they were studying the lesbian marriages and they were realizing that the same complaints from a heterosexual relationship is the same complaints in the lesbian marriage, why they fail. And they fail at a 74% rate. Out of 100%, 74 of them, they are going to fail. Out of every 100, 74 is failing. But I thought that was funny. And I was like, the same thing they complain about, they meet it when them go woman to woman. So maybe it's not really the men. But then I look at the heterosexual marriages and it says 52% fail. So that's more than half of marriages will fail. So who still has the gumption and guts to jump up today and be like, most marriages fail, but me know some man I gonna make it. And I want to be married now anyways and get married. If you look at the statistics, it's scary, right? Them seem to forget that they are called humans. Well, hear what Angel D. I think it's more like times have changed. Times have changed. And I know women always say this, or a lot of women rather always say, well, back in the day, you know, women didn't have a choice because the men had to go out and work and the women had to stay home and barefooted and pregnant and whatever. That's a lie. I don't listen. Whoring and touring has been here since the beginning of time. The oldest profession on the face of the earth is prostitution. Your granny had choices. Your great granny had choices. All of the women them did have choices from way back when. Some women just chose to be the rock. Just like how I explained to y'all, like how my grandmother was. She made a conscious decision from a young age to be the rock. She wanted to live long. She wanted to see a lot of grandkids. She wanted to be a part of helping her children raise their children and imparting all these things, knowledge and stuff, onto not just her children, but her children's children as well. That's a blessing. God gave her the time and opportunity to be able to do all that. Some women are just that conscious, and they are willing to put the work in to get there that far, and then some aren't, and then that's just the way it is, right? Now, this ain't solely for women, it's for men too. It's for men too, because some man get up and leave too, even though the woman is all in it. But I know that's what I talk about this morning. That's not what we're talking about this morning. We're talking about the fickleness of the woman, because we're discussing Tyree's ex-wife walking back everything, now saying she has regrets. And if he would work it out, she would work it back out with him. But it look like Tyree's want to work out nothing with her. And I know why he doesn't want to work anything out with her. And that's because the world will see that she left you. She left you even though you begged. She went out there and she experienced others more. I know, like, she never had man before him, but after you were married for a couple of years, then you go put yourself back on the market and you experienced more, and now you're back again. Everybody's going to be laughing at him, so he probably couldn't, even if he wanted to. You know, it's just like Jeezy's marriage to whoever she named. And I remember that statement that she made before they got married, like right around when they were getting ready to get married. Not too long after that, they were married. I remember her saying on national TV, white men are for husband material. Jenny, white men are for husband material and black men are for fun. Oh, and I had some fun. But she's been married to a white man. White men are for husband material, black men are for fun. And shortly after, Jeezy married her. And a lot of us were like, wow. Okay, so obviously you didn't hear what she said. So fast forward down the road, what? They've been together 2 years, or married 2 years or something like that. They didn't make it too far. Divorce. Why? Because there's no way that didn't keep ringing in his head. Certain things that are said could never be taken back. And that one right there was one of them. You know, she put herself first, of course. White men are husband. Black men are for fun. I'm sure he was thinking, well, I guess I am for fun. Or she wants me to believe that I am an exception. Whenever I go someplace, go work yet, and somebody say, oh, where are you from? You say, I'm from Jamaica. I knew it. Because you're different. You're different than the rest. One of those that are not of your persuasion. What they're trying to say is, you different from all them other blacks that come around here. I knew there was something different about you. You was not Black American. You from another country. You from Jamaica. Oh, y'all are different. Because you're so well-mannered and well-spoken and this and that. I'm like, it's the same feeling Jeezy had throughout his marriage. Am I supposed to believe that I'm the only black man that's different to you? I'm not for fun. You finally found one that you take seriously and I'm husband material. And he thought about it and he tried to look past it and he couldn't. And him try some more and him couldn't. And him try and couldn't and try and couldn't. And then he said, forget, I got to be true to myself. I'm not happy with this. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm out. And one of the very few times that men initiate a divorce first. Watching a man the other day, some big company CEO, multi-billionaire, millionaire, whatever, he said, my marriage went sour about year 7, 6, 7. And no matter what I did, I couldn't save it. Because she was just not interested. It was just, if I said A, she had to say B. And it just became like that. But I stuck it out. And I made an ode to myself. And the day my son turned 18 is the same day I rewarded myself. I got him his birthday gifts. And I went straight into the lawyer's office and I filed a divorce. when he turned 18. So they asked him why you waited. Because if it went to year 7 and then you waited until the child was that age to file a divorce or whatever, he said one of the biggest thing for him was that him and his wife agreed on they weren't going to create any kind of an environment where their children would grow up in a broken household. There's just too much stigma attached to it. There's too much damage attached to it that people try to look over, whatever. So he stuck it through, and he was like, man, it was friggin' painful. It was teeth grinding painful, but I stuck it through. And I tried my best to make it happy. And even while I was in it, I was trying my best to make it work. And she just kept proving over and over she wasn't the one. But I don't know why she's kept treating it like that, because in the end, she wanted to save it. And I'm like, if you really wanted it, you should have put positive energy into it, trying to save it. This man been bottling this up all these years. And the day his son turned 18, he walked right into the lawyer's office, filed a divorce. He was out of there. They asked him why 18. He said because now the son was about to go off to college. He had just graduated high school, turned 18. He was about to go off to college. He won't be in the house anymore. And he's old enough now to where he can balance things and come to terms with, damn, mom and dad are divorced, or they're going through their separation, divorce phase kind of thing. The most important part, he said, we never allowed him to think that we were going to one day get divorced. So I bit my tongue a lot of times when I was supposed to say stuff when I couldn't, because I didn't want an environment where he's coming home to us arguing and fighting all the time and all that. So it was hard for me as the man to take all this. And she just had free reign with it. And she thought, this is who I have as a husband now, when it wasn't. What he did was he created somebody to deal with her. So she never had the joy of experiencing her actual husband. He created somebody to deal with her, to deal with all that until the child was old enough. And then he threw up the deuces and I'm out. And I thought, damn, a lot of men do that. A lot of men do that. A lot of men bear it just because they want to be able to raise their children. So a couple of weeks ago, I asked a question, and the question was to the ladies, do you want to be loved or do you just want to be tolerated? Because it's easy to just be tolerated. I've seen men do it all the time. You see an old woman argue with her husband. He looked like he just turned off his hearing aids or he just checked out. And he's mastered the art of checking out when she start talk. And he's like, Harold, this there, Harold, I told you, Harold, in this. And Harold is like, every now and then him look up to see if she's still there. And she's still there. He's like, sign off, back. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to live that kind of life. But what woman is happy knowing that that's the kind of life you provided for your husband to live with you? You know what I mean? Tolerate me. Me, I go run the place. What I say goes. And he's like, if I don't tolerate her, I won't be able to raise my kids. Because I got to take my picnic them and go end up somewhere. That'll kind of make a man start resenting your ass. Start hating you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of loving you. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo. Megan.
Aye. You want to be loved, Karen? Karen says she wants to be loved, not just tolerated.
And I don't blame Tyrese. I wouldn't take her back either.
You wouldn't take her back either?
No. As I'm telling you, certain circumstances make you have to walk away from your marriage. Seriously speaking. Sometimes it's been years. I'm married for 13, almost 14 years. January I come 14 years. And I've been with my husband for over 21 years.
Same.
And we don't have like a marital problem between me and him. But we have an in-law problem. But we're asking mother to do something for me in Jamaica. Me ask her how much the money come up to. Obviously, if you beg somebody to do something for you, you have to pay them a change.
Right.
Extra.
Get them a little thing extra.
Yeah. So I said to her, say, What the total? You think should I be decent and say, boy, the money come up to XYZ because at the end of the day, I want to know how much money spend. The woman said, if I use my discretion. My husband said, he not see no problem with it. This is a lady who want me take care of the family, them, you know. But put them first and me look out for them. Me and them good. And then you have the stepfather on the other end what have some nasty things about me and say, him should have tell my husband never did for married to me. And guess what? The mother come back and tell me everything what the man has said about me. Obviously, it's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
My girlfriend said to me, said, Tracy, oh, you know, say she said the things them and not the stepfather. I'm not pretend like she all that with you.
So
because you know you now go back to the stepfather.
Wait there, watch this. So when she tell you to use your discretion, let me roll this up real quick. When she tell you use your discretion, you see, what was your reaction?
But said to her, no, I never said to her. I hang up. I said to him, say, your mother make a statement and I didn't like it. What I say to him say, me not see nothing wrong with what my mother say. So I say, all right, I guess something wrong with me then because there's a lady who I look after, I respect, I love. But where my mother get jealous and me I put the woman in front of her, which nothing couldn't go so because me not gonna put nobody in front of my mother. That's my mother. That's your relationship me and her have. So when me say to him now, him give me attitude and say, me not see nothing wrong with my mother say.
Right.
So I said to her, say, me not like the word we used to me. Because me, you know, really like that.
Wait, you call her back and say you don't like the word where you used to me?
When she used to me. You hear she said to me? I don't say it already, I'm a nasty, sorry. So she had throw fuel in the fire.
Could I tell you how much you should have never called back? And said no.
Me know.
You should have
it's been years worth of turmoil in my marriage. Because at the end of the day, no matter where him mother do, him sister do, him stepfather, him brother, no matter what them do and say, him say them always right. Them are wrong, and I'm me the problem.
Yeah. On a stop. So on August, what's gonna happen to Uno is Uno August stop. Talk about the actual problem or that arise, and y'all are just gonna be focused on him always saying they are right. You understand? And if it's been years, you have started to develop some resentment towards them as well. So
then that may try to tell you, come here, look and tell us, say, this man must take care of him. So me tell you, take care of my husband, you know, me take care of my husband.
Every communication with the female family now is gonna be triggering. Because it's problems waiting to happen. So
you know, so she come for visit. The first time she come for visit here, me never know until last night. Me supposed to be the woman of the house, me your wife. We have 2 kids inside here. And when he said to me, say, how long you know? Him said she tell him couple of weeks. All right, she come, she stay. Me give her a good time in spite of she disrespect me. I said she not nice. I don't call her no more because we used to talk like probably every day upon the phone. And him used to say me and him family too close. He not like it. But me are somebody with us jovial. Me just want my heart and accept people.
You know, sir. So, are you the kind of person that for peace sake you let stuff go?
Repeat that, SouFLo.
Are you the kind of person that for peace sake you let stuff go?
Yes, because she just come here in August again and they never telling me. So she come. And
where she come?
The kids. Yeah, I'm saying to him, so the kids older now, you know, she can't sleep in a 30 in a room, my daughter, because she's 17-year-old, you know, she go through whatever.
Yeah.
And I like them small no more, when I say, all right, them can sleep on the bed. My son at 21, my daughter 17, soon 18, soon 22. I said to him, so we don't really have no space, but we can get a pull-out bed, put it in the living room, because it's a 3-bedroom. The man say him family orientated and me not put him mother there, so force him mother to sleep in the room, theme bed. So me say, when me I go sleep? Me not go sleep beside of your mother. That's not my mother.
Me see a problem with you still. Me not lie. And maybe
tell me what a problem with me.
Maybe it's a cultural thing, but me see a problem with you.
Tell me now, come on here.
Come now, pull out no bed, put my mother in. Me now pull out no couch, put my wife mother in and neither. I never give up.
All right. Somebody said pay for a hotel. I suggest an Airbnb, and him said no, she not gonna stay by herself. Mr. Me we go there with her.
No man, bring her in the house, and we are gonna show how much we respect you. Even if I don't love, we love you. We respect you. So mommy, hold the bedroom until your time for your leave. Understand? And mommy, I gotta get the bedroom. And we are gonna go downstairs in the basement, or we are gonna go in the living room, or we're gonna make it work that way.
I want to tell you how it work out.
How it work
you are talking about you see a problem with me.
Yeah, me do.
I call her because I know it break me down so bad. When stress lick me when I end up in a hospital. My heart starts skip a beat. May I go through panic attack, everything because it was really bad. The argument was bad. And my son up and said to him, say, yo, stop because my mother don't mean her no bad. We just say, okay, we need to accommodate her, but we need to put her somewhere where she's comfortable for sleep.
In one of the bedroom,
you know what?
In one of the bedroom, them in the house.
All I know, when she come, long story short, she in my daughter room. My daughter come lie down at the bed with me. Him say, all right, I'm going to bounce it in the basement. The basement no fill up, put up where like somebody can sleep in there. Him have him workout section and him barber side. The next side, I just like shelf for me the laundry and stuff. So the basement is a no-no, but it's big, a two-side to it. She said she feel uncomfortable in the bed because I tell her I said a cross beer argument in my marriage. Here she turned and said to me, well, if I hurt you, I'm sorry.
Why would that you was the tell apology. Her that though? Why would you tell her that though? And why would you let that cause beer argument in your marriage? That's the thing.
Because him can't let it go. Him say, when him family them do and say him don't see anything wrong.
Mama, it sounds like you can't let it go. Because you can't go tell her that. First of all, right? That should have been nipped in the bud from the get-go. Okay, you know what? His mom's coming. I don't like the fact that I got to give up my bedroom, but whatever. Mom's in the bedroom, we in our living room. That's it. Done. No further, nothing. How it gets so far to where you know argue about it so much that it cause your nervous breakdown to where you have to go tell her.
What he must say is, me no want him mother to come.
But that's what you're giving him now. That's what you're giving him.
So from me, I accommodate her even though them tell me last minute and say, all right, we're going to make sleeping arrangement. And him shut down everything.
You know, me see what your husband deal with. Me not lie.
Guess what the lady do when she come here?
What?
She said she feel bad for in my daughter room. She say she want buy a pull-out bed, but she did want to tell him from she there Jamaica because she knows that there was no space here. Mr. Team said, what me did suggest?
Yeah, because you make her feel that way there
I never say to her.
Because you make her feel that way there already. You know, listen, you know, if you tell me say you hate me, you know, I hate you so flow for me to know you hate me, or me not like you, you know, boy. For me, if you know you not like me, your vibes already are gonna tell me say you don't like me. So you gave her that uncomfortableness to where she a shuffle around now. I try to figure out how to bring some kind of smoothness to the situation.
All right, so flow. If my mother visit here, I don't have space. I would put my mother on one of them pull-out bed. I would buy one and put her on it, nice blanket and what have you.
That's not what your husband would do, though. I bet you your husband would have give up his bedroom for your mother.
Nope.
Your husband wouldn't give up his bedroom for your mother.
Nope.
But him would have give up his bedroom for his mother.
Yes. So may I tell you, so there is something going on when I try to figure out when I can't understand.
Did your mom ever come there?
No.
All right then. All right. So we can't go there, so. You don't know that till your mother reached there. I'm telling you, your husband would have give up his bedroom for your mother. You see me? Me one of them man here, right? Me I give up my bedroom for your mother. Me I give up my bedroom for my mother. Me just feel like mommy straight across the board. We not play with that. She can't sleep in no living room and no pull-out bed. She can't sleep in she's going in one of these rooms. We are going to find somewhere else to go. And we're going to show her that even if we don't like her, we respect her until she leave. Point blank, period. Any other kind of twist face, said this will make me feel uncomfortable, wherever it's gonna reverberate right throughout the entire. Yo, woman, understand how powerful you are. You guys can change the whole mood of your whole family and every member in it with just your facial expressions, your body language, and just 1 and 2 words. You understand? So y'all feel like tweak that, my friend. Your husband would have give up his bedroom for your mother, and I have no doubt about it that he would. And that's why I did ask if you could have give up the bedroom for his mom.
All right. You see, after how long what she do, I'm start to forgive her, and him disrespect me. He never apologize. Him apologize to the kids them team behavior. Didn't apologize to me.
It not gonna end.
You know me the SouFlo. I always be the bigger person and take the loss. Me look at him and I say to him, say, I can't do this no more. I'm sorry for hurt you. I'm sorry for hurt your mother. I'm sorry for hurt your stepfather. I'm sorry for hurt your baby mother. And I go down the line.
Yeah, that kind
you know
of
the
sorry.
Man do?
That
the
kind
man
of sorry there when I
like,
really mean sorry.
Wrong.
That kind of sorry there when I really mean sorry I talk about.
No, but look, for peace sake.
Because y'all have a way of saying sorry.
You and be a man. So never be the woman then.
See, that language there is very insulting. You now come to me and be a man. That's very insulting. Now his manhood is under attack. You not saying sorry from a genuine place of sorry. I've seen this kind of sorry before. And that kind of sorry is, all right then, if that you want, then me sorry. Me sorry for your mother, me sorry for your uncle, me sorry for your daddy, me sorry to your brother, them, me sorry to your girl where you did up on the side, me sorry. That sorry dear. That kind of sorry.
You see me? I'm diagnosed with OCD. I'm a germophobic person. Everything have to be on point in my house and clean. Every Monday I clean my house, top and bottom. The lady come here, in spite her, she apologized, I'm going to move on. Me da talk to my doctor the other day, and my doctor said, she's no good, she don't like you. The woman I go to ask me, say, my coach is a used coach because it smell green. I can video my house and show you what my house look like. Spotless.
Yeah.
And the doctor said to me, said that's a low blow.
Yeah, it is. But
you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He must see nothing wrong with what she say.
Well, if I saw she feel like if the coach, it smell green, like is a used coach. Listen, here's
SouFlo, at 3,000 I'd spend on my coach in one store named Lions over here.
Let me tell you what you
and it never in-store, ship come here.
You know, you know,
coach over 3 years.
You don't have to tell me all that. You could have paid $1 million fee. You don't have to tell me all that. Watch this. You're taking everything too personal, and because this has been going on for years, what you don't realize is this. Watch the audience. Listen what I just said. Resentment has built up in you for him and his side of the family. So any little thing can spark that powder keg, and boom, an explosion happens. That's what's going on in your relationship with your husband and film side of the family. You know, when people ready for left a relationship and they're like, you joke them not funny no more. When me hear you say the sky blue, me I say no, it green. Your body smell when me used to love all these years, suddenly you think you smell like somebody were out of road or construction all day. Like ain't nothing right. Everything is gonna be personal from here on out. If you don't nip this like in the bud, find the root of this problem and work it out from there. So
SouFlo, the amount of time me sit down with him and try to find the root, and him start get upset. Me will calm and talk to him, and they just hear him voice go up, and the kids them wonder what happened.
Well, you know, if you go work it out, if you can't work that out, then you're gonna have to separate from his family. Can't know him family are married to him.
You know, sir, my mother disrespect him already. And right in front of him, I look at my mother and say to her, let me tell you something. You're my mother. You're my husband. I love the two of you, but what you're not going to do is disrespect my husband. And my husband cannot disrespect you.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Shut it down.
And that's cool. But what happens when she does anyways? Because you can't...
No, it never happened again, you know.
Yeah, but me I said...
When she called, she talked to him, it never happened again.
a life, if you know that together for life, you know, it go happen again, you know. Hear what I say? A lot of times, you ever hear a man say, or you ever hear this saying, life is 10% what 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. You ever hear that saying? Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. You ever hear that?
Yeah.
All right. You have to take some deep breath and back away from the situation and then suss it out slowly, because this is built up and I can sense it. This is built up. This ain't no overnight. This is built up. Resentment is firmly in place
when
here.
When people tear you down, it hurts, you know.
Yeah, resentment
Everybody
is
have
firmly in
feelings.
place
And the
here.
stuff them what me hear say about me, I really don't know the stepfather like that. It hurt me so bad. I mean, I think say, okay, at the end of the day, this man would have my back. So if I enough things I go through with my husband, you know, I'm still decide for married to him.
But if them a bad chatting on all these things though, we're not talking about just her coming in to visit on the bed. We're talking about a whole different issue. If my wife mother was back chatting me, talking nasty about me, and then she comes stay at the house, I would still accommodate her. I would just stay out of her way. I wouldn't yam myself though, because at the end of the day, I'm responsible for my well-being. See, I mean, I stress myself out, raise my high blood pressure, and all these things just because I have to facilitate or accommodate her mom, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, she can't come in here, our mother.
You know what she do when she leave SouFLo? She talk to me, but she wait till him come in at the vehicle. I will drop her off. At Toronto, I will live far from the airport. Hear the woman to me in front of her son. Tracy, me like the relationship with me gone back to right now. I hope it continues same way and you call me and we'll be friends.
Cause in a fear mind I just so like she just a cut and go through. You don't know them older people listen to me. Right now, Veronica Gale said this. You can't change his mother, but you can change your own behavior. Right? That means you can change the way you see things, you can change the way you handle things. Obviously, you can't change she. So there has to be a solution, a way to deal with this problem. How is it? It requires change.
And I agree with Veronica Gale.
For your own
what
peace.
Me take me be the bigger person. Me sit down, I'm a meditate, I'm a think on it, I'm a look on it. I'm a say, me this man have no other problem but in-law.
Right.
I talk to other people who are married couple who have in-law problems. Some of them divorced because them can't deal with it. One lady with fear her husband, grandmother box her in her face. She married for 50 odd years. So Tracy, I have been through it for 50 odd years and I know I have freedom. I mean, I say, I can't sit down on something like that for so many years. Something I have to give. So me come to him now, I'm say to him, say, we have to fix this. Yeah, we love each other, but we have to fix it.
Here, the last one. Here what Audrey Wright has said. Audrey Wright is saying, so can the husband, right? Now, here's the problem with this. When you have a problem, see, and you're waiting for the other person, well, when you start be good, I'm going to be good. Or when you change me, I got change. Or when you fix it, me will fix it. Or when you, if that's what you're waiting on, that's for your relationship and go on about your business already. You have to start to become the change that you envision to happen without waiting for others to change. That's for her.
But the person to make peace because him never see where nothing is wrong. So I say, you know, for peace sake, I always do this in a life when people hurt me. I cut my losses, forgive them. Some of them I love from a distance, some of them I still talk to.
Me not lie still. Wrong is not always wrong. Wrong is on what's wrong for me could be right for you. And from what you explain, especially about the bed situation, you're saying him not think nothing wrong. And I'm telling you, I don't think nothing was wrong either. I think you made things wrong in that part.
Yeah, but when she got to him and said to him, say, she feel uncomfortable to take my daughter out of the room. And she said from she there Jamaica, she do want to make him know, say, buy one of those type of beds, something comfortable she can sleep on because she know there is no space because the kids them older.
Right. But you know, listen to
And
me.
when me hear that SouFlo, I'm like, oh my gosh, but that was my suggestion. And him say me not family orientated and him disrespect me.
No, you're using it as a weapon. You're not hearing me. And the uncomfortableness for the woman feel makes sure bring that up back. Because if she did come and you didn't make her feel good 100%, she would have never telling him nothing about buying no pull-out bed and uncomfortable taking nothing. Right? Again, a woman's vibe is so powerful, she can frig up the whole family or she can make the whole family happy in the blink of an eye. And you, the way you responded or the way you are, you did a handle it, it make everybody in the household depend a certain kind of. So you don't even know. Maybe your own daughter who had to give up her room for her was showing her bad face to make her feel like, say, come, mommy mad about it, so me mad about it to come, my mother mad about it. And now the lady is feeling this heat. So she's trying to say, you know, try smooth things over. From me there, Jamaica, me tell you, say, you know, if you buy one little pull-out bed, fake nobody use that beat him, though. Because if she was comfortable, she would have never said nothing. She would have enjoyed her time and go back her yard.
But I want to tell her she enjoy her time because me plan every event.
Then that not good, man. That not good.
And me plan it. The first time she come and me plan the event, them. And like some of the event, them, I'm plan, it will get upset behind her back and say, yo, I'm not spend no money, you know, not too much money I spend. I'm like, but you say you love your mother, because my mother come here, me I do everything to she enjoy herself. Me I try to care everywhere as much as possible.
See.
So when me know I go buy certain food and carry a certain place, you complain about it and I say, yo, me not spend so much money for nothing.
I don't have too much
Me I say myself, so, but you love your mother.
I don't have too much
You're the
issues.
finest.
Too much issues in that so. Too much
Boy, I'm confused, me in a SouFlo, me not lie. Yeah. Sometimes my brain still upside it down.
Boy, it's all on how you take things though, my sister. All on how you take things. That way. You know, me have to be real raw honest with you. It's all on how you take things. In life, you can choose to be upset about something or you can choose to just flow like water. You know, some people haven't mastered their control of their emotions yet. So your emotions flare up in places where if you present the same situation to other people, they'll probably look at you like, okay, and yeah, that wouldn't have caused, because you know it's all on how you take things. So center yourself.
SouFlo, me just look on it, boy. Me a walk over with people, even my own family them.
You're saying it.
Me just a walk over.
Wanna hear me? I talk to her around and hear what she has said back to me. I'm telling her it's all on how she take things. She tell me, says she look on it like people are just a walk all over her and she's a walk over. It's all on how you take it. You are taking it like you feel like a walk over. I feel like people are disrespecting me. I feel like I'm not care enough about me. I feel like if you keep these messages going through your brain, the outcome negative reaction, and then more problems later after the same incident, which you could have just, hey man, it is what it is. Flow on to the next thing.
Oh, all me have to do is just see how it go work out.
All right.
I try. I apologize for something what me never do for peace sake. I try constantly. Me even say, make we go see somebody and talk to a professional. I'm saying I'm not going away.
Now talking to you, me really know say man and woman build different. No, now talking to you, I think God designed y'all like this. Because you're not here nothing. I think God designed y'all like this. And this is why man and woman relationship going the distance is hard to work out. God bless the woman them way I get. Well, you'll get it too. Because you're a good girl, you'll get it too. I'm telling you, don't let this eat you alive. You have this. Okay? But center yourself and deal with you and yourself and how much you can control. Pray the little serenity prayer. God give me the strength, grant me the courage to change the things that I can and accept the things that I cannot change and move forward with life. Flow like water, my friend. About a high blood pressure and blood vessel bust in a head side, back of your eye, heart attack, stress, all kind of something. Stress kill people. Don't tarry with stress too long. All right?
I hear you, SouFlo.
You have it, man. You have it. Don't tarry with
the only thing I look at and say, more I'm a marriage for work.
And you see,
me invest so much in my marriage, it's not even funny.
but you have the right mindset though, and I applaud you for that. You know, pack up and drag your picnic them and run cross town. You said you are invested. You want your marriage to work. You see, once that is solid, you got this. The rest will come into play. Be open to hearing truth, and even if the truth not sound like your kind of truth, and be open to resolving things in different ways than the one way where you think it should be resolved in. You understand?
Yep.
The rest will take care of itself, man. And no pride thing in it either. See, the end of the day, you want your marriage to last.
That's why I'm a bit a bigger person and apologize. In spite that I am not wrong.
All right, back to it. All right, my friend.
No, so all right. May I ask you a question? Be honest. Every time someone happens in your marriage, you constantly apologize for just a peace sake. Eventually, you get tired.
Yes, are true. But then, and that is absolutely true. Yes, if you are the one that is always wrong, then something is wrong. But there's ways you can handle stuff. No, remember the end goal, The end goal is for your marriage to go the distance. In a relationship where you get abused and beat up and licked down and them kind of something that your man now tell you if you run up under your mother and broke your neck in a roll and these things. You're not in a them kind of relationship that you work out your thing. There's always gonna be something else. When y'all resolve that, life have some more stuff it go through as a stumbling block in our own way. As long as the end result is, and the goal is, this marriage right here is going to survive. This marriage right here, this me want this for work, and that are the same between the two and the same page, everything else will work itself out. Be open to learning new ways, new problem solving skills, thinking outside your box. No pun intended. Yeah, that way. Ono would be good, man. Ono would be good. But 200 upon page, right? Your husband now run left in marriage. All right. You have a wonderful day here.
Okay, SouFlo.
All right, my friend.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Shout out to that sister there. She's obviously a very... Some people are just openly outspoken, and it can come off as offensive and defensive and all these things. Listen, I was watching a marriage counselor yesterday, and the marriage counselor, I'm going through her session, and the marriage counselor said majority of she said once she has to tell, a couple will come and a couple will start off good, and she's going through, being the mediator, listening to them, they're going through their issues, taking all the water from under the bridge, working through the problems. She said, as long as she is siding with the woman, everything goes good. She'll continue to come to therapy and everything. She said, as soon as she has to be open and honest with the woman and say, that right there, in this situation right here, you're the problem. You see what you keep doing right here? Try it this way. It'll be the last time the woman comes back to marriage counseling. Multiple of them. So she started trying to figure out. So she started calling her other people in her field, her profession, her colleagues who does the same thing. And she keeps asking them, are you guys going through the same thing? Like, the sessions are going good until you have to be brutally honest because sometimes you have to be brutally honest. So until you have to be brutally honest with the wife, then you notice that the husband starts coming by himself and the wife no longer wants to come. And all of them said yes. So me speaking to her is like, I don't want to say all women function the same, but to some degree, there's a difference in communication and style of communication between a man and a woman. I'll put it that way. And I remember there was a book called Women Are From Mars, Men Are From Venus. I never read the book, but I just thought the title was very fitting because as I've grown into manhood, I've realized that man and woman style of communication is completely different. You speak in Chinese and she pick it up in English. You speak English and she pick it up in Cantonese. She pick it up in some other language. You said go up there. She said, why are you forcing me to go up there? Why are you talking to me like I'm your child? I didn't say, hey, girl, go up there, sir. I just said, go up there and take that down and then bring it back when you get a chance. No, but you say it like, you know, like I work for you or something, or, you know, and then arguments start and problems start over the simplest things. Over the simplest things. I myself am no marriage counselor, but we can sit aside and watch and see. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
All right, Mr. Patient.
What?
You're patient too.
God is good.
Yeah, man.
I try.
Yeah, I can see that you see it right to her.
Seeing.
Definitely. And she's nice, but she always want to prove her husband wrong.
Right.
And that is not good.
Right.
You know, sometimes she just look over things and make things flow.
Right.
But normally, female have a problem with the man and the husband family, you know. You know that.
She want him to admit that he's wrong in areas where he wasn't wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
pretty common.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're right. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, so I'm saying now she all over the place. So somebody tell her this, too much of that. To me, her husband don't tell her that his mother coming because he know what she gonna say.
Problems are gonna start from beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why she have to stay here? Why you can't put her in a one hotel? Why?
Yeah, that is the problem, man.
Right.
But a nice woman, you know.
Yeah. She is.
But she have a sickness when it comes to talking. Because she call you to make a pint. And trust me.
It turned into venting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me know that, my brother. It did. And that's why you said me have patience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I try to help her, you know.
You're right.
But she not listen.
Because something that I just say, if you just hang in there and just say to her the right way, she will get it. But then you notice how she goes silent and then she just come right back. It's like she went right back around again and start it over again. And I'm like, she's not conscious that she's doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
But to me, if she call you one next time when you available, trust me, you can give her good encouragement.
Yeah. Me not talk to nobody wife except for upon the ear. I mean, no, she not call me neither except for upon the ear.
Because I beat her, but still.
Yeah, I was being truthful. And sometimes the truth helps, you know. Me no want nobody lie to me. Tell me the truth. If me wrong, say SouFLo, you're dead wrong. I'm making look into myself, you know. Yeah. Nobody pretty it up and talk about me like SouFLo and stuff. Me not gonna tell him say no. Tell me something dead wrong.
Yeah.
And let me look into it for myself. And say,
and
you
the
know,
part when you say our husband say why she had talked to her into her family so long on the phone. Meaning everything what happened in the family, she bring it out. And the man don't like that. She always call the man name to nearby friends and people, our family member. The man don't like that. What in the family, keep it in the family. And that me figure out.
Why?
Yeah. So anyway, bless up yourself.
Manners are respect,
Mr. Patient.
Manners are respect, brother. Oh God. Hey, my love is like my own family here. I respect the fact that I get up and come here so we can talk to each other like this. I have my own problem them, and when I come event sometime I want to listen to. So it's a family affair. Nobody don't feel like anybody is styling you in any kind of way. We want best for you just like we want for ourselves, like we say every morning. Shout out to the people them who want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're in a relationship and you want it to work. I want it to go the distance. I want you to have long love, not the condom, long love. Me want you reach the end. Me want you reach false teeth a rackle. Remember when time we used to young, you know, and we used to listen to SouFlo, and SouFlo used to give me some joke, boy, but he used to say, remember when he said about it? Me want all that for now, because I want that for myself too. See? So it's all love. All love. You don't know what to make that judgment. You don't know that to make that judgment. We don't know what to make what judgment. It's a dysfunctional relationship between the two families. Yeah, I don't know enough about all that. I just know from what she told me. And we're not gonna beat that any further. I just hope my sister see what I was saying was that, you know, the way you receive things and the way you process them, if you tweak that a little bit and start looking at things different, words are powerful. And when you start using certain words towards your relationship, you're basically fabricating the end of your relationship without even knowing it. You're investing into the end of your relationship and the ending of your relationship without you even knowing it. So you must first control your thoughts. You must first control your thoughts and then control what comes out of your mouth. I'm not a perfectionist. I am as flawed as they come myself, right? But I learn from seeing others go through it, and even from me myself and the time I've been here on earth and experiences I've been through. Not true? Right. So we're not perfect everything in one day. Sometimes we don't know what to do, and then other times we get the knowledge, but we still haven't practiced it enough to become good at it. We're just humans, and we're going through our cycle, our time in life. Please remember this though. This comes to an end. This comes to an end. So don't sit around nyam chewing up yourself about anything, because you don't know when your hour click gone forever and you're no longer here. So use a little time where you have here and try put it in a something else, something better, right? Try bring more joy in your life. Don't focus too much for too long on the things that are negative. Me, I don't know. Some people will say I'm callous sometimes and I can just dismiss stuff. It's a survival thing. It's also an appreciation for life kind of thing. Me don't want to argue and drop down dead. And the last thing anybody remembers who was close to me was, boy, we argue. See, then I'm funeral, we are going this weekend. No, I want my life story to tell a different kind of story. They went to the beach that weekend. We had a good time. We didn't have something for drink. We didn't get kind of drunk. We were laughing, talking, enjoying life. And that is like almost every day. We vibe with some people, with this, with that, you know, spread love. And then him drop down dead over there, so. Because we all are going to drop down dead. In other words, don't take on too much and make it get too serious to the point where it damages the things that are supposed to be the most valuable things to you. The most valuable thing on this earth is your time, and the time that you've been given to spend with those you love and with yourself. So use it wisely. Seeing? All right. What's the deal with Airbnb Philly Yard Vibes? Right in time. Airbnb lockout. The court bars short-term rental operation from gated residential communities. Sorry for not taking the call, but we'll move on to our next topic. Philly Yard Vibes, big up yourself. Philly Yard Vibes says, what's the deal with Airbnb lockout? Now remember, I told you what they did in New York, and I told you that it was coming to Jamaica soon. And the reason why I'm able to do it is not because SouFlo is no profit, is because I pay attention to what's going on. And I know that once it happens in the US, it's going to happen in Jamaica next also. Here it is, right? Now, let's go through the article, because the headline alone might just be to grab attention. So make we go through the article together. This was published today in the Jamaica Observer. News flash. A row over the operation of an Airbnb in a gated community in Hope Pasture, St. Andrew, which has been described as a nuisance by the residents there and was being operated in breach of the rules governing properties in that area, has been settled by the Supreme Court. The judgment, an attorney involved in the matter has argued, could impact similar operations in residential settings, which would be all across the island of Jamaica. Ruling on an injunction sought by a citizen against the owner of the Scotland Drive property in College Green last week, the court declared that the activities of occupiers who were deemed short-term leasees or attendants constitute a nuisance and they are in breach of the restrictive covenants on the certificate of title for the property, which state that it should be used for residential purposes only. I'm going in the fine print of the contract when you make your house in those gated communities now. The court further barred the owners or agents acting on behalf of the owners, from allowing these properties to be used for short-term occupancy, license, or tenancy for the purpose of a trade or a business, and from permitting their said property to be used in such a manner as to amount to a nuisance. Strangers coming through. We're in Jamaica to party. Oh my God, yo, we got an Airbnb. Yo, our Airbnb is dope. I looked through it on Airbnb on the site. We went through the rooms and all. I can't wait to get there. Yo, when we get to Jamaica, we about to turn up, yo. What they don't realize is they're coming into a private community where the people, majority of the people in there don't Airbnb their house, and they are in a gated community because them don't want to live outside in the rest of Jamaica. Them want to live in a safe, secured environment, right? Where security is at the gate and them have roving security throughout their neighborhood 24/7, and all these things is a luxury. But some people are buying these properties and they're not really living there. They're using it as a turnkey flip business kind of thing. They'll stay there every now and then with their family. It's theirs. They own it. But for most of the part, they probably live in England or Canada or the US or somewhere. So they rent these properties out in these gated communities. Now, the people in these gated communities who have worked their ass off to be able to afford these kind of livings in Jamaica, because you know, see, not everybody lives so. Swimming pool and sauna room and all these things at your fingertip and 24-hour security, big tall wall and gate around your place where you live and all these things. I know everybody lives so. And it's not everybody can afford to live so. So these people are steaming mad. These people are like, this is a friggin' nuisance. Me here. The people them come in last night, the foreigner them next door. All I heard was loud rap music, bottles breaking. Whoa! Screaming, we drunk as fuck and we in Jamaica, baby. They're online live. Them a carry on. All we are trying to do is go sleep so we can wake up in the morning and go work. So we can keep on paying for this rotted house in this secured community. You understand? So there's two sides to the story. And I knew this was coming. Let me say this before I go any further. I've always stayed in gated communities, always stayed in Airbnbs. When my family is there, nobody knows we're in the community. Unless them see a car in the driveway or they see us coming and going. We don't make noise. And we have fun. And we still don't make noise. Well, we're on the go constantly anyways. Because we have this a family member to go visit, that the family member up here, so down there. So plus we want to be out anyways, soaking up the rest of Jamaica, not just lock up in our Airbnb. But we are respectful of the fact that this is what it is. A foreigner coming in though, they are not culturally acclimated to Jamaica, not like me. So them not look upon it the same way. They look at it like I spent a lot of money to get me a nice ass Airbnb. I'm gonna live it up in my Airbnb. I'm wilding out because I'm in Jamaica for a week. And then, you know, the rest of the people them in the community is like, Jesus Christ. Why? Especially the people who are close to it. Like the one them right next door and right across the street from. Additionally, the court refused to grant the offending property owners leave to appeal. No appeal. In a penal notice to the owners, warned that failure to comply with these terms of the order constitutes contempt for which they may be liable to be imprisoned or to have their assets, their property confiscated. The ruling capped the discontent which has been simmering between the absentee owners of the property, which consists of a townhouse and an apartment, and homeowners in the area for several months. In the matter, which was brought to trial in May this year, the court was told that a husband and a wife According to the complaint, the almost constant flow of strangers who are rowdy in appearance and in behavior have brought pure grief and stress and a life lived in fear in not knowing who will be the next occupant. Further aggravations come from the improper disposal of their garbage and the parking of vehicles by the renters, invariable blocking the access of residents to their own home even. All right. When Edmund Bartlett, Minister of Tourism in Jamaica, when Edmund Bartlett said, yes, we're going to be looking into the Airbnb thing. Let me flip my note and see what I say about it. Remember, they claim that these changes that might be coming or will be coming to Airbnb, they would be implemented for safety, to make sure that people coming into Jamaica have a safe experience. Now, put this into consideration as well. There has been many reports out that, gunmen, scammers, all these people, them have them money now, so nobody can tell them nothing. And these places, which were once inaccessible to certain type of people, now is the exact type of place you will find these people. So when you find Madhead, Sickhead, Mad Boy, Gunbag, and brethren them, when you find them in these communities and they bring their attitude with them, how we are talk to you? Shut up and go back inside, man. I'm to them people around here, dog. Hey, turn up the music, charge it. Yo, and big spliff a bun and, beer bad water chip. Hey, girl, suck out on your mother and some, and you look a picnic them outside here, and you have to usher in your kids inside the house and all these things is how it's gonna come back to bite Jamaica in the ass. Yeah, because it's not only foreigners coming and making a lot of noise, are the people them who have their money now, who don't get their money the traditional way, and they are splashing it around and they are disrupting these communities. See? So they're going to now use that to usher in these new Airbnb laws like the ones they have in New York. What's going to end up happening is a lot of Jamaicans are going to get hurt. It's said that over 100 million US dollars, just last year alone in that fiscal year, 100 million and more went directly into the pocket of Jamaicans who operate these Airbnbs. That's $100 million that skipped tourism, traditional tourism. Please understand that when these big all-inclusive resorts and these places are built on the island, nobody goes into business to lose. So, of course, they work with the tourism industry. And then they have their vessels or vehicles that pick you up at the airport. You got sangsters. You got sandals. All right, when you come out, you come out at the airport, the van there for sandals, them pick you up, them carry you go into there, so you're in a secured environment. You enjoy yourself there. All food and everything is provided, room service, massage, wherever you want. In there, you get it. And when you're ready to leave, they shuttle you right back to the airport and you're out. Airbnb cut a hole in that friggin' earning spot and took out over $100 million US dollars last year alone out of it. So, of course, somebody is saying, no, man. It's like that tune that where Bounty Killer did do, where them said, no, man, we cannot have this, man. You mean a little youth get up and sing a song about yo, yellow, and now he's building a house right next to mine? Yeah, it's like the little ghetto youth where they sing a one mad song, yo, yellow, and it make 1 million copies sold, $10 a piece, and reach up on the hill with you. And you went to prestigious schools and graduated with all these degrees, and you're of the upper echelon, and a madhead move next door. Half I'm head braid up, half the braid them let out, and I drive the beamer like a madman. I come up the hill. And be a boom, 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 boom music I play. You don't want him in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood, right? Right. So Airbnb was gonna come for this any friggin' ways. From me here, Edmund Bartlett said safety. I said, okay, that's the lane they're gonna use to get in there. to get in there. And they have. They have. So now it's about the safety of the people that are coming, our tourists. We have to keep them safe. We don't want boogie yaga. We don't want them in a place where, and to be honest with you, let me tell you something. If they outlaw across the board Airbnbs in Jamaica in gated communities, me and Airbnb relationship mash up. Me and Airbnb relationship mash up. Because I stay in gated communities only. Where you want the people them to stay? Don't run a one part and one place where no security not there, where them don't know which part them there, where make them an easy target. So right away people are gonna fear. So right away people are gonna go what? Straight back into the all-inclusives. Oh, no, never see this come. All right. The suit outlined that sometime in July of 2021, the Citizens Association had engaged a law firm to write to the property owners who do not live at the premises, threatening to sue them if they did not take steps to prevent this kind of thing from being used in this manner, their property. It said that the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation had also visited the property and issued a cease and desist order. According to court documents, the disturbance ceased for a few weeks, but then it continued all over again. Money start roll back in, you're up for business, people are booking, they're coming and they're being noisy and disrespectful and leaving garbage all over the place and mad out the neighbor them. It further disclosed that a January 2022 meeting between the Citizens Association and the property owner saw another short truce, peace. But before, a fresh set of renters arrived and started the same series of acts of nuisance and disturbance all over again. So it's a back and forth thing with them. Every time they complain, they say these Airbnb owners are going, okay. And what they'll do is they won't rent for a while. So till the people them quiet down. Once they quiet down in the community, they say, let's get back to making money. And they start putting people back in there again. The problem starts again. So what they're showing is a pattern of not being willing to comply. Can you get tenants in here who are going to respect the community, respect some noise ordinance, not be loud and intrusive? If you can't do it, you can't use the property. Since we can't control everybody, how about just not do it at all? In gated communities, banned from being on Airbnb. That's going to be a hard friggin' lick. That's going to be a hard lick if it comes to that. The certificates of title for all the lots in College Green are endorsed with restrictive covenants which prohibit the house from being used for purposes other than that which is solely residential, and also prohibits them from being used for business purposes. Furthermore, you know what? Without reading all this, I can tell you that probably all the gated community housings have this in a them contract, because nobody is going into a high-end gated community with no safety to it. Like, so you're telling me I can pay like a couple, like how much, $100,000 for this house right here, and then all my neighbor them can rent out them house and run them like hotel or motel right round me, right, yes, sir? So when my little daughter them go up to the pool now to go swim, and them see a bunch of Yankee teenage youth up there where I look pum pum, where does that put me and my family and their city? Y'all see where this going, right? Right. The certificate of titles for all of these lots are endorsed with restrictive covenants which prohibit the houses from being used for purposes other than that which it is solely residential, and also prohibits them from being used for business purposes. Further, the certificates of titles of all the owners show that the owners are entitled to enforce these covenants against each other. Owners, upon acquiring their properties, were told by the Citizens Association that there should be no Airbnb in the complex, and this was agreed to, and it is in there in writing. Now, what was happening was a lot of people was flying under the radar, making their money, and Jamaica is like this. If you don't make a lot of noise, everybody act like them never see you. That's just how it stays. We kind of chat people business and act like we're not looking, because we don't really mind people business, but we do, kind of thing, until it gets out of control. So they could have kept on making money had they been able to keep people quiet that were going into these properties. Now, on Monday, Attorney John Givens, who represents the citizens who sought the injunction, said that the judgment might have implications for other such operations in similar settings. All the Airbnbs that are in gated communities across the island of Jamaica. I think you might very well find cases where the covenants are similar, because the idea behind the covenant is that the property should be used for long-term purposes only. The essence of the whole thing is that businesses are being operated on these premises, the business being short-term letting, short-term rentals through Airbnb. The court held that the covenant being properly construed means that the owners should not rent the property on short-term lettings. The court found that to do so amounts to business. To do so amounts to business. To rent the property amounts to, of course, it amounts to business. You rent the property, you collect money for it, a business. You're flipping tenants. One I got there for a week, and as him leave, you're sending a lady if you go clean up the place and receive a next set of family who's going to be here for 2 weeks, and then them leave. That's a business. It clearly says you shouldn't be using them for no business. He says it might have a long-term effect, far-reaching implications, to the extent that if covenants arise similar to these clients and defendants, maybe it would mean that to rent a property to Airbnb or to Airbnb occupants in cases where the covenant says that it should not be there, then that would run afoul of the covenants, meaning all these Airbnb properties in gated communities in Jamaica are now going to be under scrutiny. All it took was one to set the precedence. And once one set the precedence, all others can go point to it. In these contracts, it actually says your neighbor is charged with holding you to the standards that's written on those papers. So, and only like any big entity have to come in, your neighbor has a right to go to the law and say, hey, my neighbor run Airbnb out of them house in a charge, and I don't want that. And before you know it, shut down. But they're going to try to write this into law for the entire island, is the worry. All Airbnbs, properties in all gated communities shut down where it says they should not be used for that. They should be only used for long-term living space, as in somebody's permanent home. Jano. Audrey writes, says secret informers. Why Audrey are really secret informers, you know? I was there, and I remember being at a beautiful Airbnb in St. Anne, and I actually thought to myself, because we started inquiring how much would it cost to own one of these places, right? Because the one right next to us that we had, it was empty. And I saw somewhere where it says property for sale over there. So we did inquire to see how much it would cost. Because I was saying, yo, this would be a nice place to have a house, right? That's why in this community, invest in a piece of property here. But it wouldn't be my permanent home, of course. It would be me flipping it until I'm ready to go into it, right? Make it pay for itself till it pay off kind of thing. But then I looked at the look on some of the neighbors' faces while I was there, and it was that kind of look there. What you know doing here? I remember a man coming up there to use the pool with his family, and his face never looked too friendly at all. His face didn't look too friendly at all. Him looked like him could have picked something up and fling it after away. He looked like he was mad. You know, and he was mumbling under his breath too. You know, like him I say, who all them strange people here? I actually think I heard who all them strange people here in the pool. And I was like, yo, this is not welcoming. But it's the same thing here in Florida, because I went to Miami the other day, rent a place down there, a house. And when I came out in the morning, the neighbor had a big ass sign on their grass that was pointed to the house I was staying in. And the big sign says, Airbnb is ruining our community. It was like, no, we don't want you here. Imagine you go somewhere, you say a vacation, you go on pan, and you wake up in the morning, and that's the that's the sign that greets you. We don't want you here. Airbnb is ruining our community. And I looked and I was like, shit, I'm in an Airbnb. I mean, I'm a talk. Oh, that explains why them did look so unfriendly, because I never see the sign. Well, I don't know if the sign did knock down, but then make sure that the sign was upright when we came out the next morning. So it's everywhere it's happening. It's everywhere it's happening. And it's a problem. And I knew it was coming to Jamaica soon. Now, me don't know enough, but I tell you this. If this is the end of Airbnb and gated communities in Jamaica, then hell, a lot of people foot just get broke. And I'm not even talking about, well, you know what? Not even. Can't check it. People stay in Airbnbs that are not in gated communities. And I did stay in an Airbnb that was not in a gated community. Me did afraid like puss. But I did stay in one that was not in a gated community. Up at Helsha Heights. Yeah. Portmore. I stayed in one that was not in a gated community. It was around the corner from a police station, but the police station must close 5 p.m. in the evening. So you're on your own until the next day, kind of thing. Yeah, and me go to the road, go buy soup. And that's when we did first get the chicken soup with the chicken foot soup with the cow skin in it and something. And I say, you know what? Let me just venture out and just go turn up out the road like a regular smarty like around where I come from and see what the place have to offer and what on. But not everybody is brave like that, you know. But the money will be put. For the adventurous people, the money will be put into the pockets of Jamaicans. So the Jamaicans who are outside of these gated communities and you actually own your own piece of house, like, you know, grandma dead left it, you know, grandpa dead left it, you know, mommy and daddy pass off left it. Now is on a time, because trust me, the visitors to Jamaica are not going to stop coming. This is also your opportunity to make good on that for yourself. You see, if the people them stop go at Airbnb, lock up in a gated community and start bring the money to Uno out. I mean, I talk directly to my Jamaican people now. You know, if the people stop, if they pass this for every Airbnb space that is in a gated community, which means it will no longer exist. Just like in New York, they can no longer rent to you short term, and they have to be on the property, in the property with you when them rent it. If them do that in Jamaica, and Airbnb and gated communities for the most part is over, and you still want to experience Jamaica, Jamaicans, if the people them start bringing you the money, this is your opportunity to make sure, and nobody go turn upon the people them, nobody go make the people them get robbed, go make the people them feel unsafe. This is your opportunity to show them that you're loving, kind, caring people. And Jamaica is a place that they can come and enjoy, because what you will do is that $100 million that the tourism industry are trying to draw back into the all-inclusive them, you will be harnessing that money. All right? So take your hand on fashion. Make something out of nothing now. You see it? All right. With that said, we're moving right along. Our last one for the morning. Boy, it's been a stretch this morning. I just decided to go extended because I don't know when we are going to get them kind of time. Yeah, we don't know again. So we are going to enjoy it. We have one more topic for the morning, and then it will be all over. Mr. Beachy Stout. His trial is going on. So a lot of you who don't know, let me catch you up in 60 seconds. Beachy Stout is a Everton Beachy Stout Mcdonald is a prominent businessman in Jamaica who is in custody and has been charged with the death of 2 wives. Not one, 2. One died a few years ago and one died more recently. The more recent one was way younger than he was, and it is said that he murdered both wives. Now, here he is. The The trial is going on. The last time we spoke about this case, we heard a bombshell from the hitman who he allegedly hired to kill his wife, that even the hitman did a hit it too. Yeah, because them said she did loose with the front, and she was very generous with the pom-pom, and she was giving it away. And the hitman said him get the contract for kill her, but him did I get somebody tun too. Everybody was like, oh my God. But I said to you, wrong move. Because once him said that, now a good attorney is going to say, so you're sure it wasn't you who plot a plan to kill her because you get someone you by your own admittance was her lover as well, and then you became jealous because she was kind of frisky and she was into other people. You couldn't lock her in for yourself. Now all they have to do in court is create doubt, right? In most cases, right? Confession alone don't send nobody to prison. Accusation alone don't send in most cases, accusation alone don't send anybody to prison. Certain things have to add up and line up, right? Audrey right, she was very generous with it. And she pretty easy, and she was just very generous with it. But so are many. Many are very generous with it. All the one them will say, me? No, sir. Nasty girl that. Me could never do that. She around there flingy and dashy like. Anyways, Christopher Townsend. Now is the time for cross-examination. Now is the time when the lawyer gets to play. The defense lawyer gets to play. This is when he gets to earn his money. He is going to defend his client, right? All right. We start out with the update today. You can go read the entire transcript in the Jamaica Observer. Christopher Townsend, one of 4 attorneys at law representing Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout Mcdonald in his murder trial on Monday, punched more holes into the testimony of Denvelin Bobla Minot, the second witness in the case, who is also the one who said, me couldn't kill her. Me and she did too close. And I may make she go up there, Cause true, she believe me why she drive go up there, that's why she dead. But me stand up there and watch him do it. Just like how the boss said wanted it done. Stab her up 10 times in her chest, cut her throat, set her up on fire, burn up the car, all these things. Where were you, sir? I was standing right there watching, Your Honor. Him. Beachy's lawyers get to cross-examine him now. Beachy Stout is being tried on the July 20th, 2020 murder of his second wife, Tanya McDonald, who was found with her throat slashed and multiple stab wounds on the Sherwood Forest Main Road in Portland. The body, which also burnt, was found beside her charred motor vehicle on the roadway. Beachy Stout is being tried along with his co-accused, Oscar Barnes, who Bobla said is the person him stand up there and watch do the work, because he is who he contracted to do the killing and instructed to do it the way how the boss, Mr. Beachy Stout, said to do it. All allegedly. I'm reading from here. Numerous and damning inconsistencies emerges in Minot's statement on Monday in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston while he was being cross-examined by Townsend. That was yesterday. Townsend explored whether the witness could recall if Beachy Stout truly gave him a contract to kill his wife on the very first occasion that he met the businessman. So, of course, here is an attorney, and I said this to y'all, here's an attorney that's going to say, please make this make sense to me, sir. So you're telling me that my client, you went to his place of business to ask for a job because you learned that he was a businessman. You see the black BMW pull up, you inquired who is in that SUV. They said it's Mr. Beachy Stout and him own a grocery store down so. And you went to inquire about a job. And the first day this man just see you and just pick you so and say, me have something better for you. Me want you kill my wife. Just so, without knowing you from a can of paint. How did he not know or suspect that you might have been undercover police or been the type to go tell the police or something? You know, that is the job of an attorney, right? To start doubt. Minot had previously told the court that the first time he met Beachy Stout was when he had gone to the supermarket that is owned by the businessman to ask him for a job. I had never seen him before. This is my first time to meet him. That is what he said. At the time, he said, we spoke to Beachy Stout about getting work to offload goods from the delivery trucks that were coming to his business, but instead, Beachy Stout showed him a picture of his wife on a phone and told him that this is what I want you to do. I want a woman you're dead. And he said this is the first time he had ever seen his wife as well, when he saw a picture of her presented by her husband and him saying he want her dead. Never seen them before in my life. Don't make no sense. However, it was revealed that in the last of 3 statements Minot gave to the police, he said that he went to the establishment to seek a job for his son and not for himself, as he had stated in court. So his story starting to switch up. Townsend, the attorney, reminded him that he said in a statement to the police that his son got a job and started working the following day, and that he had gone to check on his son while he was working at the establishment. Isn't that more like what you told the police, sir? That your son get a job over there and you went to go check on your son over there. It's not that you went to get a job for you. What they're trying to do here is to discredit his story. Why are you telling us so many different tales? Right? In other words, to a jury, these aren't credible people that's speaking. Because you see how much time him switch him story already. Nowhere in the 4 or 5 pages of the third statement did you tell the police about any engagement to kill Mrs. McDonald, sir. Nowhere in the 4 or 5 pages of the third statement did you ever say anything about an engagement with Mr. Beachy Stout to kill Tanya. You then went on to tell your wife that you got the job for your son. You told the police that you asked him for a job for your son only, but you told the jury that you asked for a job for yourself and not for your son. You never said anything to the jury about asking Mr. Mack for a job for your son. You never spoke to him about killing or about Mrs. Mack. You spoke about getting a job for your son. Correct? Remember, I know the son did end up get hired there and was working there. Who did ask for a job for him and get him hired there? Minot responded to Townsend. He says, you can't tell me what Mr. Mack said. This is the killer alleged, right? You can't tell me what Mr. Mack said. You never did there. You are taking up for somebody's wrongs. Tanya was the one who gave my son the work. She was the one he was working with. I asked her to employ my son, but Mr. Mack did take him on already. He was already employed from the Sunday, and I saw Tanya on the Monday, and I asked her for a job for him. Mr. Mack showed me the picture of Tanya before that Monday when I asked her for the job. So by the time he had seen her in person to ask for a job from her, he had already seen a picture of her and had been asked to kill her. I am not making up anything, sir. If anything is being made up, it is you who is making it up, sir. I never went to school with her. Mr. Mack introduced me to her. He introduced me. He's talking about Beachy's Mr. Mack. He introduced me to her. He introduced me to her before I asked for the job for my son. The witness said, giving rise to confusion in the court as he could not give a straight answer as to when exactly was the first time that he actually met Tanya. Townsend then delved into territory that frustrated the witness and brought out shocking revelations in the courtroom. Minor told the court that he is illiterate. He can't read and write. And everybody was like, damn. Therefore, he was prompted to sign a third statement that he gave to the police after they had read the contents of the documents to him. So, this could very well be, because if the man can't read and write, how come he must sign right, yes, sir? This is everything that you said, just sign right down, yes, sir. And him saying, can't read and write. Probably never know when he did a sign. He told the court that when the cops read the statement to him, he heard inconsistencies, but him just never raised an alarm. Minot also denied telling the police some of the things that were written in the statement, claiming that the cops had them put them there in it for themselves. Me never said none of that. I cannot read, so I just signed. The police was lying on me. I couldn't do anything about it, sir. They didn't hurt me or hold a gun to my head, but I just signed the paper to say it was the truth. When I signed it, it was supposed to contain the truth. I am not a true theme testimony above you go get thrown out now, you know. I am not going to tell any lies, he said, denying numerous assertions by Townsend that he was not being honest. The man said, again, which is bad. It's bad. It's all the way bad. I can't read. So I just signed stuff. And when they was reading it back to me hear a lot of stuff in there whenever I go so. But me never raise no alarm and me never tell them say, I know some me say or nothing. Me just make it right. That's an invalid piece of friggin'. That's an invalid testimony. Somebody is going to roll that up like this and bend it like how we used to do slingshot, put it on a rubber band and shoot it across the classroom. So that is not admissible. I'm telling us that this not going to turn out like how we expect it to turn out, you know. Unless something else happens along the way, this is not going to turn out like how we expected this to turn out. I cannot read, so I just signed. And the police was lying on me and I couldn't do nothing about it, sir. They didn't hurt me and they didn't hold a gun to my head or nothing. I just signed the paper to say it was the truth. Even though I did hear them say stuff when they was reading it to me that I know wasn't the truth. What a rotted. Minot now, during his evidence, had previously told the court that he had met Tanya for the first time when Beachy Stout brought her to his house and introduced her to him as his wife. No, that's not what he said before. Before, he said him pull out the paper, the phone, and showed him, no man, don't worry about no loader boy, nothing. Me have something better for you though. She want her dead. And that's why him say the first time him see her, the first time he met her was Beachy bring her come to him house, which was after he already showed him the picture and said, this me want this dead. He claimed that the reason they visited him at his house was under the guise of them wanting to purchase a gun to kill the man who allegedly murdered Tanya's father. That's the first time they're going to meet. So Beachy said, I carry go around a man, one man, him and my gunman, him all get with the gun. See? And she want a gun. She had expressed to her husband, Mr. Beachy Stout, she wanted a gun to kill the man who killed her father because she find out is who. But according to the witness, that link up was all a part of the plot to lure her to her death, because she seemed to be desperately in need of that firearm. Again, right here, I'm saying to myself, I wonder if her quest to get that gun led to Beachy rushing the process, like hurry up and kill her. Because I don't know if I'm me, she want to get gun to come kill. But she go on like say somebody else. Because remember, she tell him, that's your wife. She tell you, say, me know, babes, me know who killed my father. Me want one gun, because me get him, I kill him. Me want to kill him myself. But he said, Beachy told him, me kill our father. I'm the one that killed our father. So somewhere, if that's the case, then somewhere in his mind, he must have been paranoid when him hear him wife say, me want a gun. Because me want to kill the man who killed my father. So him say, me not take no chance. She already a fling the pum pum all over the place. 30 how much $1 million missing from my business account. Me embarrassed to bring policeman gun all in my house for my bed. Me have proof of that. And now she talk about she want to kill the man who kill her father and is me do it. That girl don't love me from morning. So you know what? I feel like she needs to be dead quick. That's why he kept hurrying him up, right? You're soft, Yeah, you see that you're not even do it. I'll know you're not even do it yet. Some I'll get the job to somebody else. And he must say, no, man, no, don't give it to nobody else. Me do it. Me get it done. Minot, who appeared to have had enough of the questioning being posed by Townsend, he stopped answering the questions. And instead, him just started looking at the ceiling inside of the courtroom and him said out loud, Father God, me tired, me sick, me can't manage no more. I saw the lawyer break him down. Father God, me tired, me sick. They said the man stopped answering the lawyer them question. The lawyer is asking him, sir, so did you or did you him not pay the lawyer no mind him just a staring at the ceiling? And then he blurted out, Father God, me tired, me sick, me can't manage no more. Father God, just come down and touch someone today. I am distressed, Your Honor. Presiding Judge Justice Chester Stamp ordered that the witness take a short break as he would not be excused from continuing to give evidence in the case. He's going to have to continue to give evidence, but they sent him on a short break because he was breaking down. Now, the rest of whatever is to be testified today, you will hear about it tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts on SouFLoTV. Let's end with two things. One is not our feelings run a courtroom and rule a court session. It's what can be proven in a court of law. All when we know and we know, it don't mean nothing when it goes into the courtroom. So, for those who are hoping to send this man to prison for a long time, them better have them thing tight, straighten up, fix right, all I's dotted, all T's crossed. He has 3 attorneys, and these are not no regular, just come and see attorneys. These are seasoned attorneys, and them a handle the road rough. You hear them make the man up there talk about Father God, and me can't take no more. And please come down and touch someone today. Please come down and touch someone today, God. All right. You're rough in there. I don't think this is going to end how we thought a slam dunk case could have end. Yes, him turn foolish. The man a break down. Him can't take no more. And them have more to give him. And him can't take no more. And them have more to give him. Yeah, that way. I have no dog in this fight. Me just watch it. And me I pray it from what is presented in court. All right? With that said, end of the day, everything we talk about this morning, I want you to remember this. Life is short, my friend. Enjoy it as much as you can. Live, love, and laugh for real. Don't just talk about it, but actually do it. Yeah? Because you don't know when. and you can't take none of this with you. And when them eyes close permanently, it's a permanent goodbye. All right? Nobody spend no time around you and yam up yourself and make people rob you for your joy and little small, minuscule things you take turn in a big mountains and living that kind of a life there. Breathe deep. Travel light. All right? With that said, one love, manners and respect to everybody tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.